Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fools and Flagons, a D&D campaign made up entirely by me, where the players do dumb things and I try to make sense of it, and the points don't matter. So, let's see. I got a bunch of announcements on here that I don't really need anymore because we've beaten it to fucking death. We have a calendar to keep track of all the streams that we're going to be doing as they pop up randomly throughout the week. Pez plays on Mondays. Whiskey Wednesdays has changed to every other week to give me time to prepare and think and not try to cram 2 streams into 1 week-long stretch. And then Metallurgy Magic kind of pops up whenever he's able to because his work schedule kind of sucks. If you would like to see our past adventures, you can watch the VODs on our YouTube channel or listen to our podcast if you don't want to look at our ugly mugs. We are on most major platforms such as iTunes, Spotify, and Podbean. We've also recently been added to Listen Notes, Player FM, iHeartRadio, Samsung Radio, Podchaser, and Pandora. Only took us 3 years to get onto Pandora since I first tried.
We out of the box.
Are we on Spotify?
Yes, we are on Spotify. The D&D campaign podcast comes out on the Friday after we live stream here on Twitch. Is that a cake or a hamburger?
Or both.
Or both. Is it a cake burger? So wait for her to take a bite so she can't interrupt me.
Cheesecake.
Donations are never appreciated and always needed.
Donations are never required but always appreciated. If you would like to support us, please consider our coffee page. Links can be found below and on the stream in the bottom left corner there. All proceeds from donations and memberships go straight back into making Fools and Flagons an even better experience, and it helps keep the podcast alive and well. It is not that cheap to keep it up and going. Secondly, we have the Doodle of questionable quality. We have reduced the price a little bit for a mere $5. You're not only helping us out, but you'll get a doodle from Vanera of questionable quality. You should be able to see some of them to my right, over there, as they pass by. And yeah, the quality will be questionable. It could be really, really good, or it could be Zaan looking like Gumby fighting a tent.
The more you give, the less you get.
Speaking of Zaan, can you scoot your camera over a smidge so you're more center frame for me? There you go. Brilliant! It was killing my inner, you dickhead. So, that's pretty much all the notifications that I've got done and out of the way. Anyone else got anything?
I was actually fixing that. My last one was legitimately fixing it. I was just like...
This is how we're...
Oh, my cable stuck. Oh, hold on a second. I'm sitting here like, why is it like dragging itself to the side? Like the cable was stuck in between the screens and it wasn't letting go.
God.
It makes it funnier
Sure.
because it's trying to facial recognition and not blur him out. We gotta go back, Nim! We gotta make sure your
Into the
parents fall in
future.
love again!
I gotta send you back, buddy, to the future.
No.
Okay. Well, if there is nothing else, shall we get started?
No.
Let's do it.
No? Okay, well,
Yes.
We're all going home.
I'm already
I'm
home.
Same.
So, getting some spoopy ambiance.
And Ben.
Okay, turn that up.
Wait,
down
did
just a
we
bit.
say the Razor Flagons part already?
No,
Okay.
I just wanted to get the ambiance.
Patience.
He's ready,
I'm
like he's
so-
holding it like at his face.
So grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Oh, I drank it all. Shit.
Let's go.
You've got another one.
I have 2 more.
So,
Look at my big straw.
You missed.
Please continue, Dia.
oh no, I just wanted to see if she was actually going to react to that claim or not. Anyway, so, last we left off, after helping quell a greenskin raid upon Sterlingpool, the Tempests finally set off for Dragonshade Camp in the wee hours of the morning. After a hearty morning drink or two, the party finally arrive at their last destination within the Untamed West. Though two of their group are a bit loath to leave and enter into the nightly kingdoms, still, they set off for the tunnel crossing beneath the Dragonfire Mountains, only to be stopped by the guards who recognize Zaan, and that he was not allowed into the kingdoms for his past crimes.
What? No. I'm innocent. Well,
As-
am I?
Yes. As Kasumi valiantly attempted to persuade the guards to allow them through, the commander was summoned to resolve the issue. Just when hope was about to be lost of Zaan being able to pass, a stroke of luck in the form of an invitation to the royal wedding superseded the decree of the commander. Reluctantly, the Tempests were allowed to continue, but without a guard to guide them. After walking for most of the day and struggling for just a moment with a magical set of tunnels, the party set up camp beneath the mountains. Zaan attempted to coach Kasumi in communicating with her deity, but they were interrupted by a pair of brawling elementals erupting from the wall of the tunnel. They now join the party as fiery, molten rocks rain down on their little campsite.
Y'all.
So,
Gonna wake people up real bad.
as everyone is in. So, I will pull everybody to the new map.
You do not carry any. You do not own any token vision.
Yes, I have
Ooh,
not put any
animation.
tokens down. So, let's see. We had
I don't see anything.
right. Your tokens aren't down yet. It didn't
Oh,
save
okay,
that for
sorry.
some reason.
I can see everything.
I can see clearly now.
Let's see. Put Pez in there.
It's so pretty and cool.
Not the campsite. Not the magic. I am under a rock.
I'm in a rock.
I'm in danger.
That portrait's gonna
rock.
change sooner than later.
Okay, so, sorry for shifting your cameras. I am, oops, need to have this selected. There we go.
Stop it.
Okay. So, I am doing many things. Let's get some combat music going. I need everyone to make dex saves. I need
Dex save?
dexterity saves. Everyone who is asleep takes it at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Am I
Do we roll it
asleep?
twice and take the lower?
Correct.
And I technically count as asleep, although I'm not technically asleep, right?
You are resting. So
Okay.
yes. You are in a tent.
10.
10?
14.
14.
Okay. Kasumi?
Mine was a 14.
19.
Okay. Zaan?
Let's say 14, and I do need to know if it failed.
Are you going to fight back on a rock?
No, because if I fail, I have something called Lucky Footwork, and I can add a D4 to possibly turn it into a success.
Gotcha. But you rolled a 14?
Yeah, everyone
Okay.
did.
Except for you, Vanera. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm left out.
I did though. Like I rolled a 14 first, I think.
16.
A 16. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a 15.
It was even
So
better!
whatever.
So,
Whatever.
Vanera, you take 11 bludgeoning damage and 8 fire damage.
Y'all. So 19 points.
Yes. Everyone else would take 5 bludgeoning and 4 fire damage on successes. Because
5 and 4.
you are all very violently woken up by the wall exploding, flaming rocks and boulders.
And I can't see them at this point, so I wouldn't be able to use uncanny dodge, right?
When the wall erupted, you had your eyes closed, per Zaan's instructions.
Right.
So no, you would
So
not
okay.
immediately see this coming.
And what was that damage again?
It was 5 bludgeoning and 4 fire.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I just picture like this explosion happen. Brick just sits up in the tent, and a rock just bam, right in the face.
Brick, for flavor, make a strength save. I need to turn the music down for this stream.
25.
25. Okay. You were not trapped under the rock that hit the tent that you were in.
Okay.
Anyone on the stream? I'm just checking that to make sure that all audio sounds good for viewers. Music's not too loud and all. Okay. So, with that being said,
Just sitting here looking at 2 elementals fighting. Right? So-
yeah, it's
Man.
it's a whole shebang.
Shebang, shebang.
Oh, Zaan's gonna be pissed. I already told this to you, and Zaan's gonna be happy.
Okay, I'm just getting all of these values rolled so I can change them later. Alrighty. Where am I going? What am I doing? I'm clicking things. So many things. So I need everyone to roll initiative. If I hadn't
Okay.
said that already.
5.
Damn it. 11.
10.
Let me see. I got 10. Hamburger is going to be 9.5 for the sake of...
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Veneer, what'd you roll? A 10?
Yeah. 11.
You got an 11. Got it. Kasumi, what did you roll?
A 9.
A 9. Uh-oh. Guys, come on.
Is this the time we all die?
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Zaan, what'd you roll?
Ironically, I rolled an 18.
Oh, wow.
I rolled
Nice.
it. I rolled it and looked over. I'm like, is that an 18 in the corner?
Brick, what'd you roll?
12+6.
Sorry, I've got a lot of
5.
windows open. 5? Okay. Jesus, guys.
Oh, it actually added my my hand rolled initiative when I typed that in to my little icon. Cool.
Yeah. Did I miss
didn't
anybody?
notice.
I got everyone, right? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Yeah.
I think we got everyone.
Okay. So that brings us up to Zaan. You were first. So as you were sitting there and you're coaching Kasumi through this, trying to teach her how to commune with her god in the way that you do, the next thing you know, there's an explosion, bright lights, rocks flying everywhere over your head, and you kind of get a slow motion free willy as these 2 elementals go circling over your head, over Kasumi, and slam into the ground, stand up, and they're just fists locked together, just roaring at each other.
So has anybody ever seen, like, when there's explosions going around, somebody, like, their clothes are being ruffled, they're standing completely still with just, like, this angry look of just, like, pure... Just, like, standing there, like, boom, crash, everything, and just, like... Alright, fine!
What are you doing,
This
bud?
is the thing. Okay. Seeing how Zaan is extremely pissed now, since Kasumi's probably never going to trust him again, he's going to cast Howling Blast at 4th level at Senior Fire Elemental.
Okay.
Yeah. 18 plus 8, so 26?
Yeah, that hits.
And it is 7d6, I think? Yeah.
Who's on deck?
Oh, I'm sorry. That would be you, Vanera.
Okay, thank you.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 cold damage to a senior
28
fire elemental.
Cold damage. Okay. 28 cold damage to him. Not bad, sir. Okay, so that was your action. You do still have movement.
Sorry, I'm trying to not screw stuff up here. So 5, 10, 20. Wait. Oh. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, and that's cool for movement and for bonus actions. Zaan's gonna curse at them in Rokusin.
You Scheißkopf! Eine Scheißkopf! Okay. That is going to bring us to this guy. Let's see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to move out from the hole in the wall behind. It's thick and clogged with smoke, and you can all just feel this roaring heat. Like whenever you've been in front of like a bonfire, it's like 10 times that coming out of this hole in the wall. Unfortunately, that is about all that he can do, I believe. Yep, that's a useless turn. Go me! I'm on a roll today. All right, Vanera, it is your turn. Pez, you are on deck. Vanera and Pez, you two are in the tent, but you were lucky enough that you were only pelted with a few rocks and were not pinned by anything.
Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, Vanera, you basically sat bolt upright at the explosion, went poof, and went straight back down as you just caught one right to the fucking forehead.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna scramble out the bed.
Out the bed.
Out the bed. And is the tent still standing? Like, flip back the flaps of the tent.
The tent is still standing, but there are significant holes in it for when the flaming rocks went through.
It's a skylight now. Cool.
Yeah,
Spiritual weapon.
you basically got back up again, looked through the hole, and said, "Fuck you!" Where would you like to cast your spiritual weapon, madame?
On this dude that just came out.
Did I not?
Because there's 3 now, right?
There are 3 now, yes. And I apparently
Yeah, so the one that
did
you
not...
just moved.
Well, goddamn it! I didn't leave the weapon out, or I didn't save the weapon to something quick. So,
Okay.
I know I am just the worst. Let me where is it? If you want to go ahead and roll for your attack and stuff while I'm trying to find this stupid thing.
Well, it's just spiritual weapon, so.
Right. But I mean, you can cast it within 60 feet and you're within range, so once it's there, I'm assuming you're going to bonk with it.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's 2nd level, right?
It is the 2nd level.
Okay. Ah, there it is. I forget. Did you
25?
want 25 hits? Did you want a hammer, sword, mace?
Hammer.
Hammer?
Hammer, please.
Hammer.
Hammer.
Whack, whack, whackety smack. Is that roughly where you wanted it to be, or?
Yeah. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Right
Starting
on
this
his
shit
head.
off early. Okay. So he takes a good little old walloping. So that was your bonus action. You do still have your movement and potentially an action depending on what you choose to do.
I can't do anything else.
You're just gonna hang out in the tent?
I don't want to get close to it. And I can't use guiding bolt, so.
Okay. So that is going to do it for Vanera's turn. That brings us to Pez with Kasumi on deck.
Well, heck. I guess I wasn't going to be sleeping too long.
Being so rudely interrupted, I am going to jolt awake, instantly cast Hail of Thorns at level 2 as a bonus action. And because I have to hit a creature with a ranged weapon, so I'm gonna use my shoot gun.
Okay. Well, which one are you aiming at? The one nearest to you or the one far away?
Yep, one nearest to me.
Okay. Make your attack.
Does an 11 hit?
Unfortunately, 11 does not quite hit.
Oh heck, I now only have one attack per action. Well, that's unfortunate.
So you are very rudely woken up, and the first thing you feel are rocks pelting against your tough, scaly hide that kind of jolts you awake, and you hear Vanera yelling her incantation, and that's kind of a little bit startling to you, and you quickly get up, look through a hole, and you fire your gun, and I missed. So,
Well, hopefully Hamburger won't miss.
well, with that being said, it would be Hamburger's turn if you don't want to use any of your movement or any bonus actions.
Send Hamburger into the fire demon.
I mean, Hamburger's hurt because he got whacked in the head with a rock. I'm
Is there a back, entrance to the tent?
I mean, it's a cloth tent, and there are holes in it that are probably about Pez-sized.
I will escape through the back.
right over here.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Hamburger.
Hamburger is going to follow his masterful leader in escaping and run directly at the rock demon thing.
Okay, so Hamburger comes out following you, and then gets the scent of blood, and immediately, right turn and goes for the earth elemental, correct?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, roll your attack.
Hamburger was awoken, and he was very angry.
Hamburger chose a violin.
Awaken, awaken, awaken. Take the burger that must be taken.
I'm guessing a 6 doesn't hit.
A 6 unfortunately does not hit. Hamburger goes and he jumps and he latches on. He latches on good, but it's a rock. And he doesn't quite make any damage other than maybe lightly scuffing his shin.
And then for his second attack, an 11 doesn't hit either. So.
11 does hit.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wasn't that fascinating? That's
yes, quite.
just claw attack, which is 1d4 plus 2.
Damage is damage.
2 plus 2 is 59,000 damage.
That's not how math
Yeah.
works, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
it is.
said it. It's
Two
true.
plus two.
Math would never lie.
True plus true is 4.
True plus true is door.
All right.
Didn't you know?
Well, that brings us to the Earth Elemental,
No.
who is currently grappling and fighting the big man. And I done fucked up.
I forgot to update the health bars and the thing.
In tabletop?
Yeah.
I thought I reset those.
23. Here we go. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Panicking. Too many windows. I need another monitor.
I have 3.
Yeah, I know. So it is going to basically ignore Hamburger and is going to just start pummeling the fire elemental. It's going to use its multi-attack. That is a natural 20 and a 16. So
Damn,
both those
Earth
hit.
Elemental came out swinging.
Literally.
He has pack tactics because of Hamburger.
It's not how this works. Okay, so that's That's all these d6s. Okay, so that is 5. It's 9. That's another no. 9, 8. Okay, so 17, 20, 22, 2, 6, 30, 34 points of force damage. Okay, there's that. And because he actually hit with his multi-attack, Woof. Let's see. I need a couple d10s here. Holy shit.
DM's like, I get to finally roll damage
On myself!
against myself.
Okay.
You said you could play D&D alone.
So that is going to be another 13 points of thunder damage to the fire elemental as it just gets absolutely hammered. And these blows just, even though they're not hitting you guys, you feel the force of these hits as it is just slamming into the top of its shoulder, punching it in the gut. You just feel like mini shockwaves pulse out from these hits. So that brings us to Kasumi with Brick. You are on deck.
Okay. So I made a boo-boo, and if it's too late to fix it, then I completely understand. I forgot that I have evasion, which would have prevented me from taking the damage from the deck save that I passed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I'm not used to playing a rogue.
Rogues.
I'm not used to it.
And I mean, in all fairness, I don't think I've even really given you that many options to use your deck saves in combat, so no practice means it's out of your memory. So yes, we can absolutely go back on that damage.
Retcon. We can retcon.
Retcon. Thank you. That's the word.
I will learn from my mistake. Okay. So with kind of a description of this fire elemental, how far out are these flames like exuding from his body? Would it be something that I could try to get in for an attack?
Surprisingly, they seem fairly contained. Like they're very kind of close knit. It kind of has almost like lava rock armor, it looks like, and the flames are sort of curling around that, but it's not like a walking inferno. It is still very, very hot. And I made the icons a little bit bigger than what they started out as. They are only fitting in a 1 square space.
Okay. So, to kind of give a little perspective of Kasumi with everything that just happened, the fact this happened right after she was trying to talk to Shenshei, which Shenshei has appeared to her multiple times as a fire form. She's scared shitless right now. She thinks her god is mad at her. So she's gonna panic, but then she is gonna go in for a sneak attack right in the back of the fire elemental that's right there next to her, with her rapier. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't count as sneak attack because I don't have a friendly on the other side, right?
Hamburger is technically on. Oh no, but elemental's on though.
Well,
if I were to move down,
tell you
does
what,
it count with hamburger?
Roll a d20 for me real quick.
Okay.
And add your dex modifier.
Add my dex modifier.
We're gonna see if the elemental even notices you there, as you're basically joining in a couple kaiju pummeling each other.
It's an 8.
It's an 8. Then unfortunately, I'm gonna have to rule that you're more terrified. You're too scared in your own paranoia headspace to really aim for that vital hit spot or hit point.
Okay. That checks out.
You're basically just like floundering instead of being like, and your heart is there.
Yeah. So with that being said, she's going to bonus action activate her armor
Okay.
to give her +3 to her
Okay.
armor.
Good.
+3. There you go. Got that. And then she's gonna stab it in the back with her rapier.
Okay.
So let's see if this happens. That is a 22.
22 hits.
Okay. And that is... Oh! Max damage, 12 points of piercing.
Okay. So I do realize that I kind of fucked up a little bit before. So you see that you did take off a little bit of a chunk of its armor, but it maybe didn't deal quite as much damage as you were expecting it to.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, she's just gonna kind of, after she like jabs it and it like does like nothing, she's gonna kind of like panic, stand there and stare up at this giant flaming creature, and that's her turn.
Okay. That brings us to Brick. Zaan, you were on deck. Brick, like everyone else, you were woken up by this thunderous explosion. You get up, glance over towards the sound, and you see just light and a shadow coming for you. And while it does hit you, you kind of catch it and roll with it so you're not buried underneath a giant boulder that is basically crushing your tent. And you're like thrown out through the bottom part of the flap, and then you're just kind of up on your feet like, what the fuck?
Looking around, taking a quick assessment of the situation, seeing the elementals everywhere. Brick's gonna turn to see who is out in the open and who is closest, and I'm assuming I see Kasumi, Zaan, and Vanera.
You do not see Vanera. You could potentially catch a glimpse of her. She is still in the tent.
I came out the tent.
Oh, you did? I thought you stayed in the tent. I'm sorry. So no, then you would see...
I went, "Blah."
Okay. I thought that you cast your spell through the hole in the tent and just stayed inside. My mistake.
Okay.
I'm just imagining like a hand coming out the tent going, smack him! So yes, you do see everyone. Pez is outside. Zaan, you might just barely be able to see on the other side of that rock. You might see the tips of his ears, and that's about it. But because of the flames and all coming out, the whole tunnel is very, very well lit right now.
All right, so seeing two of our squishiest people near a giant flaming monster, he's gonna quickly push some buttons, and arcane sigils light up around his arm in the air, and two hollow armor projectors are going to latch on to Kasumi and Vanera.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
What level spell is that?
I've only used this once. I've only used this once before, and we said it's not a spell; it's an ability.
Okay.
But I am taking 2 charges off because we do have it with charges.
Okay.
So for the purposes of this, let's see. Anytime an attacker makes a attack against either Kasumi or Vanera, they will have to make a wisdom saving throw. And if it fails, then we'll get to that. Or if it succeeds, because either way, something fun happens.
Okay, so it's Vanera and Kasumi that have it on them.
Right.
Okay. So that would be your action, correct? Or was that a bonus action?
That's my action. We
Okay.
said that's an action because it's a big thing to do.
It is a big ding.
He is going because I don't have any bonus actions. So as a bonus action,
You do still have your
and
movement, by the way.
yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay, just
as
making
a
sure.
no, you're good. As a bonus action, can he quickly search for any knowledge stored about elementals, weaknesses, immunities, stuff like that, or would that be a full action?
I'm gonna say no. This is a relatively new ability that you're using, and it's only the second time you've used it. And I'm gonna have to say, since you use that as an action, that is taking up most of your computing power for
That's fine.
this go round.
Your CPU, it's overheating.
Literally.
The brick is gonna take the brick is gonna take a guess, and he is going to, instead of taking out his axe and shield, he is going to draw his greatsword for the first time. His magical greatsword.
Okay.
So he's taking a guess at the properties of these elementals, and he is going to. How do I do the? I can count.
Yeah. If you hold control and you click and drag, and then when you get to a point, you keep holding control and click, it'll let you do angles.
All right. So control, click, and there we go.
Mm-hmm. And then once you get to a spot and you click, there you go. And then when you get to where you want to be, you hit spacebar and you'll zip to it.
All right, he's going to walk around the rock, interpose himself between the new fire elemental and everyone else, and just stand ready with his great sword.
So, now, did you want to leave the 5 feet between you and it, or did you want to get into melee combat with it?
I did want to leave the 5 feet because I can't take my attack right now, so I just wanted to
make sure, because again, he is bigger visually, but he is only a one-space creature.
No, you're good. I just want to interpose myself between him and the rest of the party.
Gotcha. Understood. So bonus action, no?
Actually, yes. As a bonus action, I am going to look at Kasumi, and I'm just gonna say, well, no, because she's fine. She's in melee combat already. So I'm going to look at Vanera and just shout, "Go limp," and then I'm going to try to pull her away from the more dangerous creatures with my telekinesis. Because I can move her 5 feet as long as she doesn't resist, or she has to make a saving throw.
Do you want to resist it?
No, I won't.
Okay, so you see Vanera ready to go and goes, huh.
And then I'll just pull her kind of. I have to do it either to me or away from me, so I'll pull her towards me, just to her left 5 feet, just to get her a little bit farther away from those elementals, and maybe give her some better.
Okay, so you pulled her closer to the flaming rock. Got it.
Asshole.
Actually, what level was that spell that you did? Was it a cantrip?
I didn't cast a spell. None of these are spells. These are all abilities so far.
Okay. Got it. So you go there.
Unless we want to rework that later down the line.
No, the lightning lure?
That wasn't lightning lure. That was just telekinesis.
Oh, I thought telekinesis was still like a cantrip.
No, it's just a bonus action.
Hang on. I need to look at something here.
Okay.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond. You know what? You right. Okay. Moving on. So, since Zeke is now finished with bonus actions and movement, it is now this fire elemental's turn. And it is going to start beating the ever-living snot out of the earth elemental in front of it. So it is going to make 3 melee attacks against it. Okay, that's 16. Let's see. All of these hit. So that is going to be 6, 7. It's 11 points of force damage on this guy. And on top of... Let's see. That's 7... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, and that is 18 fire damage.
I see boys are mamming.
Okay. That is its turn. Zaan, you were up. Vanira, you were on deck.
Damn, how tall is this elemental? Or the elementals?
They're pretty tall. They're taller than Brick.
But they're not, like, redonkulously huge, right?
No. Most of their bulk seems to be just their elementally-ness kind of swooping out around them. You fought bigger, if that's what you're asking.
Yes. So, I want to jump over the fire elemental to get to the other side where Hamburger's at. Can I do that if I,
Why did the Zaan cross the fire elemental? To get to his other side! Yes, yes you can.
So, I guess what would we say that count movement-wise? Just double movement?
If you're jumping over it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's any extra movement to jump over. You're not...
Oh.
It's double movement if you were like, oh, pardon me, excuse me, Brick, coming through.
So that's 15.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm. And this is more a parabola than anything else. So
I kind of figured, but that's why I asked.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that.
I will cast, where is this? There it is. Storm Strike at 3rd level on Senior Fire Elemental.
Okay. Damn. Fuck him up, Buttercup.
15 plus 8, over 20. Hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. And I think it was 5d10? Yeah. Oh, that is a percentage die. I was like, damn, 30 damage? Oh, wait a minute. So 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I think it's 28 damage again last turn as well.
I don't remember.
28 damage on Senior Fire Elemental, and he also gets shoved the direction I jumped from 10 feet.
Okay, remind me, does that provoke attacks of opportunity?
No.
No. Unfortunate. You said
That
10
is
feet?
just... Yes.
And is there a save involved with that, or is it just happens?
No, if I inflict lightning damage, I can choose to push them 10 feet.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. You can push 10 feet away from me. There you go.
Okay. So
And
you
then,
all see Zaan jump over all majestically, doing a little spin in the air if he chooses to, lands and just fucking karate, empty palm, shocky shock, just and just shoves this massive fire elemental off to the side. You see embers and smoke left in its wake as it just goes like, about 10 feet out of the way.
And for a bonus action, can Zaan just wave at the Earth Elemental and yell something?
I'm not going to stop you from trying
Yelling?
to play charades with an Earth Elemental in the middle of a fight. Sure, go for it.
Zaan's gonna yell at the Earth Elemental, "We will help you if you promise not to kill us afterwards."
Okay.
If it even hears it.
Your message has been said. Whether or not it was understood, time will tell.
Exactly.
You said that to which one?
The Earth Elemental.
All right.
So, with that being said, it is the other fire elemental's turn. It's going to see the hammer and then see Brick come around the corner. So, it is going to close that wee little bit of a gap. And it is going to make its 3 multi-attacks against you, sir.
All right.
Let's see. That is a 13.
Miss.
22.
Hit. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use shield.
Okay. What level spell is that?
That is a 1st level spell. It adds +5 to my DC, so it's now a 24.
Okay. As you go to cast your shield, you see the light in your hand flicker for a moment, And the spell does not activate. So, that one...
Rick no likey!
That one does hit. And then we've got 23.
That also hits.
Okay. Alright, that is going to be...
And I already used my reaction to cast shield, so I can't cast absorb elements. No!
Rick done fucked up.
Let's see. It's 5, 9. That's 13 points of force damage. And 6 points of fire damage.
Okay, so... that's 19 in total, got it.
Okay.
Ooh, buddy!
Break a level 19 damage, I think you'll be fine.
They've already taken out a good chunk of my health.
That is the end of its turn. Vanera, it is your turn. Pez, you were on deck, sir.
Oh, God.
Brick, remind me,
something
that
random.
skill you used on Vanera and Kasumi, that's concentration, no?
Let me check if we ever specified. We might not have specified. We never specified.
Okay, moving on.
Cast mass healing word.
Okay, who are you casting it on?
It's all of us. Up to 6.
Oh! You loot healing word at level 6?
No, it's mass healing word. at
Oh,
level
I'm sorry,
4.
I didn't hear the
Healed
mass
all
part.
6.
I'm sorry. Okay. So,
For me.
Is that
What-
temporary HP?
No, it's proper HP.
Okay. All right. Cool.
what are you shouting?
You didn't know I had to shout something.
Well, it's mass healing word. You got to say something.
Inspiring words!
Let there be life!
All right. So how much does everyone get healed by?
21.
Damn!
I don't think I can heal that much, but I'm going to anyways.
I definitely can heal that much. Thank you.
I definitely can heal that much. Hamburger gets that too.
I didn't even know I could heal that much.
As
That's
you
funny.
hear, Hamburger gets that too. Okay. And then that's my action. Make sure that that actually took. I did not. Mass healing word cast. Oh, it actually can only cast at a 3rd level, so use that. And then bonus actions. Don't have anything for bonus action. So spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm. Whackety whack.
Whackety whack.
Don't come back.
Natural 20.
Yay.
First of the night. All right.
Yeah.
What's your damage?
29.
Now, do remember that we're doing the critical damage differently. So you are getting max damage plus roll damage. Does that make sense?
Am I still roll?
Just roll the once, and that's your roll damage, and then whatever. So, what is it for the level that you cast it at?
Spiritual weapon is just spiritual weapon.
It's 2 or 4. 2 is one, 4 is another.
Oh, 2 then.
So 2d6, right?
Mhm.
It's
At
1d8
level 4.
plus 4.
Yeah, there you go.
1d8 plus 4.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're already doing 12
12.
damage.
Mhm.
So then you just add that to whatever you're rolling on D&D Beyond now
It's for damage, right?
for damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. 5.
Okay, so
17.
17. Yeah.
Still good damage.
So while Brick is squaring off with this thing, the hammer just boom right on the top of the head, and you just see its head like shrink down its shoulder a little bit. It's like, okay.
And I don't think I can do anything else.
You can still move.
No, I'm good. I don't need to move.
Okay. Pez, it is your turn. Kasumi, you are on deck.
Feeling reinvigorated with life. I need to stop choking on dick.
It's all the embers and smoke in the air, dick shaped, of course.
It's smoke. It's so gay.
Big shape. Why not that?
So with Hail of Thorns, it says next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack. It's still up and good to go. Okay, never mind. I answered my question because
There you
I
go.
was gonna ask that question, but the hell? All right.
It's Pez's battle cry.
Shotgun again. 24. to
Who
hit.
are you shooting it at? Because the fire elemental did move.
The rock dude.
Okay. I am going to say that it is going to have 3/4 or half cover because you are shooting around your friend and your demigod pet.
Well, isn't that funny? Don't I have sharpshooter?
Do you?
I'm 69% sure I do.
Hell.
69.
Efficiency, Eldritch. Where the hell would it be?
Features and traits.
I guess I no longer have that. Which is unfortunate. So, strike that. We will not do that, I guess. Well, no. Wait, hold on. No, it doesn't matter. I still rolled a 24. Even though it's 3/4 cover, right?
Yeah.
And that just adds, like, +5 to the creature's AC, right?
Half cover only adds 3. 3/4 cover adds 5. But yeah, so if you rolled a 20 something, then you're fine. You hit the shit out of it.
Okay.
So as you're lowering the gun, you give a little. That little belch you did was a signal for Hamburger to turtle down and wait for the gunshot before he pops back up to go and attack again.
That would be 17 damage
17 damage on the Earth Elemental.
with the added 2d10 of Hail of Thorns.
Okay. And what was that damage?
16 damage.
So, Zaan and Kasumi, you're able to see this since you're kind of focusing in this general direction. You've seen Pez's shotgun fire before. And you know the kind of spray pattern when it's pinging off of stuff. This is a lot more than what you've seen before. Basically, every single one of the pellets splinters off into like 2 or 3 extra pellets. And you just see this shower of sparks ricocheting off every face and facet of the Earth Elemental, making it kind of rock to the side as it's just hammered by buckshot.
And bonus action is I had all this planned out and then I got derailed. You know what? Heck it. Pez is gonna do it. He is going to call forth upon the forces of technology and puke out a eldritch cannon.
Okay.
What?
So did you just Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus spit out a cannon?
Sure. The
So-
Eldritch Cannon is immune to poison, psychic, and all conditions. It is basically just like a little turret. Like, think of Heimerdinger just yeeting out a turret.
And sorry, this was a spell that you're doing?
It is a bonus action. It is my Eldritch Cannon.
Let's see.
And instead of it being a flamethrower, I'm turning it into a force ballista.
Hold on. Okay, so on each of your turns, you can take a bonus action to have it activate, but you need to use an action to create it.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. In that
just throws
case,
up.
I'll still use my bonus action to activate Scorponok.
Okay, so you're going to take your hat off and...
Yep.
Okay.
Giant Scorpion.
Let me find it real quick. Where are you throwing it?
Towards Hamburger.
Okay, so it won't be able to occupy the same space as Hamburger. It is also a large creature, so it needs to have the space to be able to be summoned in.
Can I throw it in front of Zaan? Just like Frisbee.
Hold on, that's the wrong one. There we go.
That'll work.
Pinch,
Okay.
pinch.
Peach, peach.
Okay, so you threw your hat out.
Okay.
So that is it for Pez's turn.
Mm-hmm.
The Scorpion, it takes its turn right after yours, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Scorponok. Yes, I know my turn is getting long. Multi-attack. Claws. That does not hit.
What is it?
4.
4 does not hit.
Sting. Come on, do it. 12 plus 4 is 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Woohoo! That is 1d10 plus 2. Piercing. 1d10 plus 2. 6, 7, 8 damage.
Okay. You see the stinger come by, and it hits the rock elemental, but it doesn't bite as deep as you remember it really going into when you were fighting the Duke.
Is this thing immune to poison damage?
As the stinger goes in, you don't seem to see it take any effect from the poison. No.
Okay. Then that's all Scorponok can do.
Okay.
And Hamburger is going to multi-attack again. Hopefully.
Okay.
Come
Roll your
on, buddy.
attacks.
11 plus 4, 15 damage. Or 15 to attack.
That hits.
Right. 1d6 plus 2. I'm just going to roll this physically. 1 plus 2 is 3.
And what type of damage was that?
Bite, so piercing.
Okay.
And then claw. The attack is a 2 plus 4. Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Hamburger is done.
Okay. That is going to bring us to the Earth Elemental. It's going to see these creatures spawning, but it seems to have no interest in them, and is instead going to lumber back over towards the Fire Elemental that had been shoved by Zaan. So that will open up attack of opportunity from Hamburger or the Scorpion, if you so choose.
Oh, gosh. Yes. Can it be from both or just one?
They both have their reactions, so yes.
All right. Hamburger is rolling a 13 plus 4, which
That does hit.
Yay. This will just be, I guess, a claw attack. 1d4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay.
And then Scorponok. Where's his... if he's hit by the claws, he would technically be grappled.
Then, yeah, his movement would
Stinger?
have to be...
Or,
what are you attacking with, Pez?
like, claws. Sure. Let's see if I
Okay.
can grapple it. With a 11 plus 4, 15.
15 does hit.
1d8 plus 2. Bludgeoning. 1 plus 2 is 3. And the target is... wait, hold on.
Do they get a...
Plus 4 to hit.
It
Reach
gets
5
a save
feet.
for it.
One target hit. Bludgeoning damage, and the target is grappled. Escape is a DC 12.
Okay. So it's a strength save, I do believe.
Yes.
Let's see what you got. Yeah. The Scorpion tries to pinch it, but its pincer just sort of like slips off the angled surface of its calf as it lumbers on over towards the fire elemental. He rolled like an 18, and he had a +4 to it. So,
Okay.
all right,
I did some damage.
You did do some damage. So, Earth Elemental is going to bonkety bonk. It's going. Let's see. It can only do. It's 2 attacks. Okay, so that one hits, and let's see. That one does not. So it only hits with 1 attack, which is unfortunate, but it's going to be 10, 14 points of 14 points of force damage plus that is another 15 points of thunder damage.
Nice.
Okay, so it seems to be completely ignoring your critters and is going to single out the fire elemental and just catches back up to it and just starts hammering it wherever it can reach. So, Kasumi, it is your turn. Brick, you were on deck.
Okay, there's a lot of stuff happening. So she's still very much disoriented. She sees now all, like, the scorpion very much startled her. But she notices that this giant earth elemental didn't basically give a shit about these two. So she's gonna start walking backwards. Let's see. 5, 10. And she's gonna see this elemental all up in Brick's face, and she is going to cast Chromatic Orb at first level with cold damage.
Okay. Roll
Okay.
to attempt to hit.
15 or 16.
16 hits.
Okay. Damage. Let's see what we get. Not too bad, not too bad. 13 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And then she is gonna continue moving back. And she's gonna go another 10 feet and bonus action hide.
Okay. Roll for your stealth then, please.
Okay. Sorry, phone is slow.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a +4, but hold on, let me check.
+4 to your stealth? That doesn't
Or,
sound
sorry,
right.
no, it's not. That's my dexterity bonus. Okay. Okay, 22.
22. Okay. So that brings us to Brick. It is your turn. Zaan, you were on deck.
Okay, Brick, having never, in my memory, had anything spell-wise fail, is going to take this as seriously as possible and unload Axe and Surge, so all 4 strikes.
Oh shit, okay.
First one is a 27.
27 hits.
Second one is a 23.
That hits.
Next one is an 18.
That hits.
And last one is a 15.
It hits.
All right.
So Brick sees this flickering of his own body and goes, "Ah!" Just starts swinging.
He is not, he just got woken up. His spell just somehow got counterspelled or failed somehow. He is not taking
Fail.
Spell.
he is not taking any chances. So that was
It's been ruined.
1, 2, 3, and this 4. Okay, not bad. 5, 10, 20, 25. 25 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay. Let's see.
Half of those were 2s, dadgummit.
It happens.
Shame.
If only somebody knew your plays. Wait.
Okay.
Sorry, I left the one out. 26. Okay, one more.
So 1 extra point of damage.
Maybe it counts.
Damage is damage. Okay. So Brick goes full ham. That's your action and your bonus. And I'm assuming you're not going to move anywhere.
Nope, no move.
Okay. Zaan, that brings us to you, good sir.
Okay. Sorry, I thought I saw a fire elemental in line. I wasn't sure.
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. My order got a little screwed up when I was checking on something. So, thank you for being honest. That is going to be the one that is still brawling with the Earth Elemental, and you all can see that it looks pretty bad. It's not as bright as the one that Brick is currently fighting. But as it gets knocked to the side, by the time it regathers itself, the Earth Elemental is back in his face. So he is going to be attacking it. Oof. Ouch. That's not good at all. Only one of those lands. Okay, so it's going to be 5 points of force and 7 of fire. So, yeah, okay. It's gonna be, ooh, not 125. That is 12.
It's super dead.
Okay. That is it for the fire elemental's turn. Now it is Zaan's turn.
Zaan's gonna look back at Pez after watching him light up this earth elemental. Focus the fire elemental. Don't worry about the earth one. Gosh. 2, 5. Hold on a second. So what space is this? Oh, okay. If I mouse over it.
Yeah. The scorpion does take up a 2x2 square.
So moving through it would be double move?
Correct, because it is a friendly. And there isn't really a space that you... Well...
Yeah, I can stay on top of the rock.
Don't squish my buggy.
I mean,
This thing right here?
You can certainly try. It is a very hot rock.
Actually, I'll do better. Bonus action... Rabbit Hop. 5, 10... 15... And I'm probably gonna have to take a save or something like that.
Yeah, make a dexterity check.
Okay. 13 plus 3, so 16.
Okay. Yeah, you flip over the scorpion, you land on the rock, and you half wobble, but you're like, no, I got this.
And then, so that actually is not in my movement. So it's 15. What? It says there's a wall right here. Is that right?
Yes, because you're on a rock.
No, what I mean is I'm trying to move one to the left of it.
I'm aware of that because you're on a burning rock.
So if I'm standing on top of a rock, why can I not jump down on the other side?
Because when I built the map, I wasn't expecting anybody to be on the rock. That is a wall.
Oh, I see. So
you're just going to have to fucking deal with the fact that you are kind of where you are because I'm sort of allowing it.
Okay. I'm gonna just jump down to the other side of the rock. That's done with my movement. Sorry, I didn't know. I'm sitting here like,
why can't I move? Because something's in the way.
And Zaan's just gonna brand his magical frozen sword of doom.
Okay.
And slash. So,
okay.
DM.
Hmm?
I messed up on calculating damage. I forgot to add the +5 to each hit, so that's an extra 15 points of damage as well.
I will let it slide this time because I'm having fun.
Okay. I am sorry.
Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and just roll mine while you're calculating.
Yep.
Um,
No, go ahead. What's your
so that's 10 plus 7, so 17.
17 hits?
And it's 2d6 plus 4 plus 8. Okay. So 5 and 4, so 9 magical slashing, 4 frost, and 5 lightning. Or 5 thunder, sorry.
So an extra 9 damage on top of all that.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So that is your movement and your attack.
And my bonus action, because Rabbit Hop is a bonus action.
Okay. If that is all
Yeah.
you have,
Oh, I have.
it is the other fire elemental's turn. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay. So it is just going to just keep on hammering at Brick because that's who's in his face. 14 does not hit, which means a 13 does not hit, but I'm going to guess that a 26 does.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That is going to be 10 points of force damage, plus 5 points of fire damage.
Okay. I thought about trying shield again, but it wouldn't work anyway. You said 5 points of fire damage?
Yes.
Okay, that's not that's not enough for what I wanted to do. Okay, so it was 15 total. Got it.
Okay, Vanera, it is your turn. Pez, you are on deck.
Sorry, my computer just for whatever reason is not. Can't use my mouse. So that's cool.
Plugging and plugging it back in.
I can do that for the time being. So we're in the middle of something.
Is there anything you want me to look up for you since you can't click, or?
Well, it's not letting me click. I have to click with the wheel, and I don't.
That's weird.
I'll unplug it in a second. Who was looking hurt? God damn.
So don't give out any numbers, but anyone like in
No, the elementals.
Oh, the
I
elementals.
don't
Oh,
have the- I
sorry.
I don't have the thing up.
The one that Zaan is facing currently is looking pretty rough.
Oh. My computer completely is not working. Okay, I would just like to test.
Sorry, didn't quite hear what that was.
I know, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's not working. Guiding bolt at the hurt one.
Okay. Roll for your attack.
I know, I'm trying to find it because I cast that first level, so I don't use. 14.
14 just hits.
16 radiant damage.
16 radiant damage.
You're working now. You are working now. Okay.
It's looking really, really, really rough. It is very dim, and some of it's kind of like molten rock plating is starting to crumble off of it. But the next attack against it does have advantage.
I have to restart my computer.
Okay.
So I don't know if we want to take a break. Like my computer, for whatever reason, is just fucked. At the moment.
Yeah, we could take a quick break. So we'll be back in un momento. Do not go anywhere.
Sorry.
Okay, we are back at it again. Look at the
Technical
boys
difficulties.
go. So, when we took the quick little break, Vanera had just cast Guiding Bolt on yonder biggin. So you do still have your movement and your bonus actions you haven't done yet.
As a spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon's gonna whack.
Whack fuck. 21.
21 hits.
8 damage.
8 damage. You did that right as I hit enter to complete the damage. I was like, I don't remember having that module installed. All right, so you're gonna stay put? Okay, then that brings us to Pez and his menagerie.
Oh, I could have spawned in a lot more.
At some point, I think I may have to limit you to like 1 or 2.
So getting the hint that I shouldn't be hitting the rock dude, I'm going to reposition to, what is it, control?
Mm-hmm. Control, click, drag.
Oh, there it goes.
And then if you want to go at a different angle, you can click again, and it'll like add it, and then you can angle off.
Oh, there.
Okay.
So I should have a better angle at the fire dude.
A little bit, yeah.
And seeing that I have another round in the chamber for the shotgun, I'm gonna do shotgun.
Going for the shotgun. You do have advantage on this because of Vanera's Guiding Bolt.
Well,
Get it?
it's either a 27 or a 17 to hit.
I mean, both of those hit.
So, okay.
So, it was more just to see if you were going to get a critical or not.
Yeah.
So, it does hit. Roll your damage.
So, 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. So, as you take Zaan's words to heart and you get closer to the fire elemental, you give a little whistle to your scorpion, who raises a claw, level the shotgun down, get it just right, pull the trigger, and blam! The head of the fire elemental goes flying off in a shower of sparks, hits the wall, tumbles the body. Pff, this fire elemental is toast.
A play.
Okay. So that's all Pez can do. Does the rock elemental look aggressive?
From the fact that you sent Hamburger and the Scorpion to attack it, and it completely ignored the two of them to go after the fire elemental, this goes against everything that you've ever heard about elementals. You're not really sure.
I see Brick getting hurt. Pez, help Brick.
Okay.
So, Scorponok is going to go there, 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 go around the rock, right there.
Then hit spacebar and it should.
And
Oh, wait.
It didn't.
Okay, so sorry. Let's just kind of...
That works.
It's probably that 4x4 that's fucking with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he is going to do a little bit of a flamey pinchy pinch.
Flamey pinchy pinch.
For a that'll miss. Now for a flamey
what was
stinky
it?
sting. It was a 4+4.
Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't hit.
But for the stinky sting, that is a natural 20 plus 4.
That does hit.
So, we're doing that weird rule thing, right?
Yes, max damage plus whatever your rolled result is.
So 1d10 plus 2, so that's 12 already.
Yep. Oh, I don't want to select that. I was about to deal 12 damage to the Scorpion.
9, 10, 11. So 11 points of damage added on to that. So 23?
So 23 total. So that would be... Okay. Got it.
And then does it take any of the poison damage?
It seems to have resisted some of the piercing and the poison damage.
Okay.
It just, as hard as it was hit, it didn't seem to be affected quite as much as you were expecting it to.
Okay. And then as for Hamburger, he is going to stay put and do nothing.
Okay. Then that is going to bring us to, and I forgot to mention, Kasumi, you were on deck, but it is the Earth Elemental's turn first. Okay. So it is going to move. It collides with the wall. Damn you! Meow.
Ornamental got speed.
So Zaan and the Scorpion would technically have attacks of opportunity against it as it lumbers past you.
That's gonna step aside.
Okay. So unfortunately, that is its turn as it cannot get to the fire elemental. So, Kasumi, it is your turn. Brick, you are on deck.
Okay. So Kasumi is going to pop out from behind the rock. If it'll go. Hold on. Control Shift click. Come on. You can do it.
You don't need to do shift. It's just control, click, and drag.
Yeah, I did, and she's not going. Okay, fine.
When you have that line drawn, you hit spacebar and she'll go to it.
That part I was missing. Okay. She's gonna pop out. She's gonna see the Earth Elemental kind of approaching. She's a little startled by this, but she still sees this flaming guy. And she's able to hurt it a little bit, so... Sorry, my throat. So she is going to now cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level with cold as well at the fire elemental.
Okay. You do have advantage on this as you were stealthed, and it did
Okay.
not see you. And since Brick is flanking and in melee combat with it, you get your sneak attack damage as well.
Oh, does that work with spells?
It's an attack.
Okay.
Pretty sure. I'm actually not 100% sure now that you bring that
I
up.
think it might be melee, but we can double check it.
I would be glad to.
Does a 22
Oh,
hit?
I'm sorry. It's a finesse or a ranged weapon, so no, it doesn't. Sneak attack doesn't work with a spell.
Yeah, so it would just work with my rapier.
Well, I tried.
22.
22 does hit.
Okay. Let's roll this damage.
Damage, you got this.
Oh.
Get it, dude.
16 points of cold damage.
Oh shit.
Damn. All right.
And then she's gonna go back and bonus action hide again.
Okay. Roll for stealth.
Okay. That is a 16.
Okay.
On the low end.
That brings us to Brick with Zaan on deck.
All right, let's see if we can drop this guy.
Got this.
Nah.
14 to hit.
14 just hits.
Okay. And that's a 26, so that hits as well. Roll some dice. Ooh, very nice. So that is going to be 12, 15, 20, 30 points of magical slashing damage.
Low.
Okay. It is.
I rolled
looking-
2 6s, a 5, and a 3.
It's looking pretty rough at this point. like
all
the
I
one
got.
before it, it is starting to dim. Its flames are not leaping quite so far off of its body. All right, so that's it for your turn.
Mhm.
All right, moving on to the. Why did it do that again? Moving on to the elemental. It is not happy that you were bonking it, so it is gonna bonk you back. It's like the orc fight again. They're just slap, 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 slap.
3 hours later.
Slap, 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 slap. All right, so it is going to make its 3 attacks against you. Let's see. That is a 11, a 13, and a natural 20.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Silvery barbs. I'm sorry.
Can you see it?
Well, how tall is the rock compared to the elemental? Cause she's hiding, but she's like still peering. I don't know. I'm gonna let you describe that and see.
We're
if
gonna let
that
the
would
dice gods decide.
work. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
It's like, I wonder if luck will be on my side. Let me roll the die. Why don't we drop roll the die?
Just once.
So you just have to re-roll your last attack there, and then since Vanera, Vanera is going to be more in my line of sight from this side, so I'm going to give her the advantage.
So I have to re-roll that entirely, not just cancel out
No.
the critical.
It just says you magically distract the triggering creature and turn it momentarily uncertainty into an encouragement for another creature. Triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. So I was primarily focusing on the last roll because I don't think it'd be fair to make you re-roll all 3.
So it doesn't hit.
Okay.
Oh.
And then Vanera, you have advantage in the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within the next minute.
Yes.
So the fire elemental swings once, Brick, you dodge it, swings twice, you're like, haha! But in your taunting, you're like, oh fuck, here comes a third one. But then Kasumi goes, just duck, you idiot! And you're like, oh yeah, whoop! Swings right over your head, and you come back up, flipping it off. Yeah. Zaan, it's your turn. Vanera, you're on deck with advantage.
Can I see said fire elemental over Scorpion?
Sorry?
Can I see said fire elemental over Scorpion?
Because of the size of the Scorpion, the fire elemental will have at least half cover.
I'm gonna try to jump on top of this rock again. Or not, because it's not gonna let me.
Just you with this rock.
You're still going to be shooting through and around Brick flailing claws and a tail.
Fuck it, let's do it anyways. Who knows? Howling Blast, 3rd level.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 19, so 19 plus 8, so
Yeah, that
27. Okay, I
Yeah.
guess I didn't need it anyways. And 66.
66.
6, 12, 13, 14,
66.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. So 24 points of cold damage. Good sir.
Woo! It's not looking good. It is looking dim. And it is getting a bit crumbly.
18, 15, and Zaan's just gonna follow the Earth Elemental.
I'm kind of surprised you weren't just like, can I have a piggyback ride?
Yeah, actually, fuck it.
No.
I still got movement. Can I jump on top of it?
No.
But
No,
but
you cannot.
yeah,
No.
I have movement.
That's
My turn.
That is
Done.
nice.
I'm just like following the leader, the leader, the leader.
Yes, I actually did the fire elemental's turn a little bit early because I'm dumb. So yes, Vanera, it is your turn. Pez, you're on deck.
My turn. Another guiding bolt, please.
If you insist.
Eddie bolt up the butt.
And that is
At
at advantage.
advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Silvery barbs! Quick! Use silvery barbs!
Natural 20.
I can't use my reaction again. Nah.
Nah.
He's a DM. He can make you use whatever he wants.
So I'm casting this at second level.
Okay.
So it's 5d6 radiant.
How do you want to do this?
Hold on.
Keep in mind that you just said 5d6 radiant, so that's 30 to start with. And then...
I lagged my computer. Well, I rolled 36 damage, and then...
So you just dealt 66 damage. It had 19 hit points left, so please add that into your flare for me, please.
Can I ricochet the hit off my hammer?
Yeah, so you go full Avengers.
Full, and then the hammer spikes it down.
So, Brick, as you're squaring off with this thing, you see this glow emanating on its face as Vanira's spell gets closer. You see it hit the forehead, ricochets off, the hammer spins around, slaps it back down into the head, and it just goes wham! Right onto its back, leaving a bit of a crater underneath it. The fire elemental is toast. Vanera has killed the piss out of it.
Just gonna turn around and see Vanera with my, like, hollow light armor over. Good shot!
Hi.
Hi. Okay. So, is there anything else anyone would like to do at this point, as the earth elemental seems as it is sort of chugging along and it goes down, it stops.
Zaan walk in front of it and wave. Like, get its attention.
You see the head turn to look towards you, and it begins to crumble. The top begins to fall off. The bigger part of the back that makes up the shoulders and the musculature of the back falls off and just starts making a little pile of rubble. And as it crumbles further and further away, what's left is a little kobold. You see...
What?
What?
Camlin. It was
You
Camlin,
see-
wasn't it?
a 4-foot-tall male kobold with dark brown scales. Its eyes are vibrant yellow and looking at each of you. It has curled ram-like horns that are adorned with pieces of cloth. The right one has a pretty little pink bow that is much cleaner than the rest of them. The left horn has a strip of leather in a crisscross pattern all around it. And Zaan, you would recognize that it is stamped with Rokasing runes. His face and arms bear scars. Some of them look old. Some of them seem a bit more freshly acquired. He's wearing a set of somewhat arcane-styled robes that are now brown and have definitely seen better days. The right sleeve is... This is way more epic than I was looking for.
Amazing kobold!
The right sleeve is completely missing, and the left is ragged and shorn off just before the elbow. It looks like the robes once reached to the floor, but are now torn and are somewhere around the knee-length area. The robe itself is held on by a belt made of some kind of blue-scaled creature. Maybe it looks like it's a tail that was turned into a belt. Beneath the robe is a pair of black charcoal trousers, the legs rolled up to just above the knees. And around its neck is a rawhide leather strip for a necklace with various trinkets strung about it. Looks like bones, claws, teeth, and what looks to be a large withered toe. So as all the rocks crumble around and you see this creature climb up on top of it, He looks at you all, eyes shining from the firelight to his left. I appreciate your help. That was, kind of brushing himself off from the dust. That was a tough little fight. You all did good.
Rick is going to turn and immediately start poking the other one, the fire elemental, with his sword, looking for another kobold.
As you poke the remains, it's kind of like the remains of a log in a campfire that you came back to the next morning, and as soon as you poke it, it just fizzles and collapses in on itself.
Okay. I actually do want to investigate it because I want to find out what the heck canceled my spell.
Okay.
If I can, and if I can identify, because I think Brick would recognize this is not a normal elemental. Normal elementals don't usually have armor.
Well, it wasn't so much armor, but kind of like a molten stone body kind of thing.
Okay.
It's just more to kind of keep its form, but you can certainly make an investigation check if you'd like.
Okay. Investigation is 19.
19. You poke around for a little bit, and you're being very thorough. And there's plenty of light for you to be able to see, but it seems like every bit that looks of a significant mass that you might be able to find something, you touch it, and it just crumbles away. You try to scoop up a bit of the arm, and it literally just falls into 3 pieces, and as you move your hands, it just is sort of dissolving in your hand into ash.
So, you are an advertise, but you have something from my country.
You're a little quiet there, Zaan.
Is this any better?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't talked for a while. I guess it just kind of the mic. But yeah. So you are not what I was expecting, and you have something from my country. Who are you, and where did you come from?
As he's standing on top of his previous form, he goes, looks over to the left. Well, I came through the wall. And, he's kind of looking at himself. What do I have?
The gesture to the Roxine garb he's got on. I don't remember what horde it was.
Oh, yes. That, I was gifted that years ago. Hey. Can't remember how long. What day is it?
Damn, what day is it? Oh wait, we don't know. We don't know.
It's a. Hold on. Look through my notes. It's Myos the. I think it's either the 2nd or the 3rd. But I could be wrong.
Myos. What year?
What year?
Oh. Brick just looks at the rest of the party.
Yes. What year is it?
I got the month. I don't
Well,
got the year.
come on. What year is it? I'm the one that's been underneath the mountains for God knows how long.
I was born 32 days ago.
That is an impressive feat. Your golem is very impressive, by the way.
What golem?
The golem, the construct, him, that.
I am Brick.
Okay. Your golem brick is very impressive.
And you are who?
Oh, sorry. It's been a while since I've had anyone to talk to. Clement Mountain Song.
With a C or K?
Okay. So
It's
Mountain
related
song?
to Canlin.
spell lemon, but with a K in the front of it. He kind of plops himself down on the rocks, kind of hands between his knees, bouncing his legs off of the rubble he's sitting on. Canlin. Don't know Canlin.
Said Mountain Song.
Mountain Song.
So K Lemon Mountain Song?
Yeah.
Kemen.
Clement.
Okay.
So it is K Lemon, but it's Clement.
Okay.
Oh. You said spell lemon with a K.
Well, spell
understood
lemon,
the
but put a K in front of it. I thought it was easy.
Nothing is ever easy with this group.
Nope.
What are you doing down here?
And how do you know he's a golem?
He looks like he's made of metal. Clearly arcane by what he was casting. So I assume he's just a magical servant. Just a construct.
Were you the one who interrupted my shield spell?
No, I was the one beating the snot out of the fire elemental.
He called you a servant.
I took care of two of them before you came along, and then that one threw me through a wall.
They usually cancel spells like that?
Never canceled mine before. Nope. Well, he kind of stands up and brushes off his legs, claps his hands together. If you give me just a moment. And he turns to look at the wall that he had come through before.
Is it actually like burning like a intense light
it is
like it is on the map?
Hot. It is very, very, very hot. And let me see, where is it? Nope, not that one. Where the fuck is it? There it is. So he begins to wave his hands around and make some hoodoo voodoo with his hands, grabs a bit of the pebbles by his feet, throws it up at the wall, and you see the ground and the walls and the ceiling all seem to begin to close in around the flaming inferno. It takes a few seconds, and then it closes together. And the tunnel is darker, but some of the rocks are still burning, so there is still a little bit of torchlight. He then claps his hands again and goes, there's that solved. So,
How did you do that?
Kind of points at the wall. Just a spell. Move earth. Just close the hole.
What kind of arcane user are you?
I'm a druid.
That was not what I was expecting you to say.
I did.
Well, I've gone and introduced myself. Who the hell are you? And where's your god?
God?
What?
So, guard.
Oh.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let us have one. They told us to walk
Might have been my fault.
and find our own way.
Seems to be a lot of things that are your fault lately.
Fuck you.
Kasumi is standing there the whole time.
Shit.
She's got her arms crossed, furrowed brow, and just glaring at the back of Zaan's head.
Also, I want to point out I still haven't dropped hollow armor. So Kasumi and Veneer still have the like brick overlay.
Brick-shaped holograms around them.
Yep.
It is not my fault. The fire elementals came! It's probably yours.
Really? Who gave me specific instructions to do a fire ritual? Right before this happened!
First off, that's not a fire ritual. A fire ritual requires a lot more fires than that. And two, I'm gonna look over at Clement. I'm angry at you.
Why?
Well, on one hand, I'm probably never gonna be trusted by somebody again. And on the other hand, I'm probably never gonna be trusted by anyone again. I have two good reasons to strangle you right now, and I'm trying to figure out which one of them I shouldn't choose.
Well, I can give you a few reasons to not do that. One of them being, I was trying to stop this to begin with. was not expecting there to be 4 of them. So, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And he kind of glances over at Pez and his little minions and goes, not nice.
Yeah, I thought you were a bad dude. It turns out you weren't a bad dude. So, sorry about that. Also, you're tall.
Apology accepted. I'm not that tall.
I mean, you're taller than me.
I'm standing
you're
on a
whole
rock.
foot. Oh, come down here. I want to see how tall you are.
Oh, yep. He kind of hobbles down the rock and he sort of bebops over towards Pez.
How tall is he? You
He's
said
about
4
4
foot.
feet. Mm-hmm.
He's a foot and 1 inch taller than me.
Huh. You are a bit short.
I am average height for us.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Anyway, you were asking for introductions. I am Pez Marigold.
Oh, Pez, nice to meet you.
Yes. This is Hamburger.
Oh, Hamburger, nice to meet you. And he goes over and he grabs the wing and shakes the wing a little bit.
And the giant scorpion over there, that's Scorponok, but he'll disappear in probably about a day. He's my hat.
Yes, I saw that. It was a very interesting thing.
I mean, everyone else can introduce themselves, but before everyone does that, I'm secretly the leader of this entire group. We call ourselves the Tempests, so yeah.
Good information to keep. I'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure. The rest of you, hello.
Rick.
Vanera.
I know you. Oh, Vanera, I saw you. You're very good. And you two who are arguing at each other.
That's Kasumi.
Zaan's just gonna
Zaan.
stare at Kasumi, not saying a damn thing.
Yeah,
Kasumi, I have a question for you. And she walks up right to the kobold. And
Kind of, yes.
she puts her hands on her hips. So you're telling me that you weren't drawn to this hallway magically, just all of a sudden?
Preferably speaking, I would have preferred to have stayed on the side of the wall that I was on before, because that hurt a lot. Have you ever been thrown through a stone wall before?
No, I can't say I have. But what I'm trying to confirm is that you didn't have a god force you to show up at that exact time that you did. Right?
I was forced through by that! And he points at the ashen pile beside him.
Right, but you were fighting it for a while before then, correct?
10, 15 minutes maybe? It's kind of hard to keep track of time when you're beating the snot out of something on fire.
And is it common to see these things around?
It's been 5, 6 years since I saw any of these. I mean, you get all kinds of nasty creatures under the mountain. What with the dwarves digging, the goblins rolling around. There's all kinds of nasty things down here. It's kind of my job to make sure that they stay out of the tunnel. And, I kind of had a bit of a boo-boo.
I'm just trying to make sure that it wasn't coincidental.
I mean, I think it's an accident. What are you trying to get at?
Well, literally seconds before you appeared, I was being instructed by someone, and she looks over Zaan, to basically try to summon my god and do a fire ritual, and by throwing an offering into the fire.
He's kind of scratching at a bald spot on his chin where there are no scales, and he goes, "That is a wild turn of events."
I'm just trying to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
No,
She just,
I'm with you. That's fucking scary. No, it wasn't. Mm-mm.
Zaan is just gonna sit there cross-armed expecting an apology.
Okay.
No,
All right.
nothing called me here. Just trying to keep them out of the tunnels.
Kastumi's just gonna turn back over and look at Zaan. I think I'm done with fire now. Thanks, though. And she's gonna walk away for a minute.
Scowl at Clement.
He kind of looks at you like, what?
You get used to it.
He is sort of ornery.
How long have you been down here?
Zaan is gonna quietly contemplate murder.
Somewhere near. Sorry, I was also getting distracted by the Captain America quote in chat. Somewhere, close to a decade, I think. What year is it? It's hard when it's dark all the time.
I don't remember.
You all come out from the surface, right? You don't even know what year it is? I have an excuse.
I have an excuse.
If any of you want to make a
year.
history check to see if you can remember what year
I
it is.
would like to make a history check.
Making a history check.
I was waiting for that.
Vanera fucking knows.
20, not natural.
Never mind. Vanera doesn't know.
Vanera is just la-di-daing, missing her future wife. Just like,
No, it's just it's druid.
Like the equivalent of like someone getting like the thought of ice or something going, what year is it? And the person on the street's just like, 2016? Something, I don't know.
it is the year 1449.
It's the year 1449.
Write that down. Write that down.
He kind of sits there for a second, blinks, goes, oh. I'm about 3 months overdue. Convenient.
You don't.
For what?
You don't look like you have an egg on you.
He kind of checks himself real quick. I don't think I have any eggs on me. Nope. Well, so, here's the deal. I need to get back out of here. Because, essentially, me time is up. So, you don't have a guard? Would you like one?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Sure.
Excellent. He kind of is looking around at your tents and goes, ooh. Sorry.
That might be able to be fixed.
Excellent. Well, I don't know what time of day it is. Did we want to scoot?
We didn't finish our long rest, did we?
No,
No.
This was only our first watch, right?
Yeah.
You were in the
Yeah.
middle of your
We
second
were-
watch.
We were sort of in the middle of sleeping.
Ah, yes, that would be that is a bad wake-up call.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably why I shot you a bunch.
Rick just rubs the side of his head.
I'm
My
gonna
cat's
blame it on
mending.
them.
On my tent.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say on Brick. I was like, technically that would kind of work. On your tent?
On my tent.
Yeah. I mean, as a cantrip, you can just kind of keep fixing it until there's no more holes.
Yes, please.
Okay. So Clement kind of nods a bit and goes, sure. 3 months late. What's another night? Well, I can keep watch for a little while. If you want to get some shine.
I think I was taking second watch at the time. Right?
I think you were going to be taking the second half of second watch.
Okay.
Because I think you're good to
Mitchell
go.
and I were already done.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it was
Kasumi,
just Zaan and I.
Yeah, Kasumi and Zaan were in their watch. So, Brick, I think you were going to pop up second half, a second watch, and then do third watch.
Okay. I'll take watch with you. I'm already rested.
Excellent, excellent. He kind of like squints over one of the burning rocks. Let's get these put down first. Let me see. He is going to cast another little spell that basically makes the ground erupt underneath the rocks at an angle that rolls them over and smothers the flame. Just kind of like boof, boof. And the tunnel's getting darker and darker as he's doing it, till the final one is rolled over and smothered, and you are once again in pitch black. Except for the embers of your campfire, which are still just barely going after all of this. Well,
Brick is going to sit down by the fire and take out his greatsword, because he has 2 weapons he can bond to, and he has only bonded to his axe at this point. Never had to use the greatsword, so he's going to go ahead and bond to that while he's waiting for everyone else.
Gonna rub on your greatsword there, bud?
Yep.
By the fire there, bud?
All right. Kasumi stretches and she's like, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm ready for it. And as she walks by, she points her finger down and just casts firebolt into the fire pit. Here you go.
Clemens kind of like shrinks back from the fire and sort of like positions himself so he's behind Brick and the flames.
Yeah, you get used to bright stuff also with them.
You ready for bed, Pez?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we gon' bed.
Okay, so
Come on, hamburger.
the rest of you go on to bed. Brick stays up. Is there anything you would like to do during this last little bit of a watch, or?
I am gonna ask Clement. So you know Thorgir Thunderbender,
Who?
my creator. You knew my designation.
I didn't know your name was Brick.
No, you knew my designation, Golem.
I don't know what that means.
Generation 0 life enchanted machine.
I now know what that means.
I'm sorry, you thought I was... what exactly? As far as I know, I'm the first of my kind.
Well, the last I was not under here, I know that there was a relative term for a magical constructed servant of stone, maybe some metal shape, but nothing of your caliber. You can hold a conversation. These, they didn't even have faces. It's basically just magic puppets. Big ones. But limited.
Again, I believe, according to my creator, I am the first of my kind, and I am, as far as I know, relatively self-aware.
I'll say.
So, I will admit, I got a little excited when you knew what I was and seemed to refer to others.
Nope.
It's lonely being the first of your kind sometimes.
It's lonely being in the dark for 10 years.
Why do you do this?
Volunteered. It's a term of servitude. If I were to survive, I earn some things.
Were you a prisoner like father?
Who's father?
The one
Don's
with
on the
big
other side of
ears.
rock. You can't even see him.
One with the big ears. Adopted father.
Ah, got it. No, I was not a prisoner. I did help escort sometimes, or help protect if I happened to be around, coming or going. But no, Purely volunteer.
But you are going towards some goal or objective?
Well, I've technically already completed it, so I just need to go that way. And he points to the direction you all were heading initially. Maybe 2 or 3 more days, depending on what may get in the way.
May I ask what your prize is?
No. I don't know
Very
you
well.
well yet.
That is fair. Have you seen, also he's gonna, out of curiosity, have you seen much of the world?
A bit of it.
Do you know anything about teleportation?
Yes and no. Mostly hopping between trees.
That must be a very useful skill to have.
Oh yeah, it's really useful underneath a bloody mountain with no trees in it.
Like you said, you volunteered. That's kind of on you.
I'm aware. But that was a pretty stupid comment.
In any other setting, it seems like a very useful ability to have.
There you go. I've given myself a character where I could be a snarky asshole. This is great.
So be yourself.
With a funny voice.
You're Clement. He's brown, right? Not orange.
Correct.
So it's not Klemontime.
I will disconnect the fuck out of you.
It's Klemontime.
All of a sudden, the mountain collapses upon us.
You all take 80 d6 damage.
Pez is dead.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Zaan uses banishment on himself.
About
Fuck
damn
it, I'm
time.
out.
Brick is going to turn back to the fire, sword across his lap, and start muttering in muttering arcane words to bond the weapon to his energy, so that he may summon it when it is away from him.
Okay. Any other questions you want to ask him, or?
No, I think I was done for the time being.
Okay. So we will fast forward to when Clement sort of gets maybe just a little bit bored. You all do complete a long rest. And eventually, between Clement and Brick, they kind of decide how long enough is long enough. Eventually, you all wake up refreshed, feeling much better about yourselves.
Debatable.
Well, less hurt, less tired. I need someone to roll a d20 for me.
No.
I do
Who
it.
did not roll it the last time.
I don't. Who did it last time?
Me.
I do it.
Okay.
That's a 20. Why can't I roll that any other time?
Well, we rolled a 16 and it summoned fire elementals. I can only imagine what's gonna happen now.
Okay.
Alright, I rolled 2 nat 20s tonight, so...
What?
Fingers crossed.
Okay. So you all are woken up by Clement and Brick, and he seems, even though he had gotten done with the fight and he stayed up, he still seems fucking wired. Well, are we all ready to go?
Yep.
Brick just looks at Kasumi.
What? Good morning.
Good morning. Campsite.
Oh, yeah, everyone move. She's just like, move.
Be gone!
And then once everyone clears the way, she's gonna pull the campsite back into her backpack.
Okay. So you see that even the burnt and trapped parts of the tent that was underneath the rock, it struggles a little bit, but it does eventually get slurped back up into the bag, and you see Clement kind of lean forward and go, "Ooh.
It comes in handy.
Indeed. That is very handy. Interesting. Well, off we go."
Off we go.
Pez mounts Scorponok and rides him for the last of the 4 hours.
Okay. This way. Begins plopping on off through the dark.
Plod, plod, plod.
So as you're traveling, is there anything you would like to do as you're walking along?
Zaan is gonna make sure to have light on his hand, but he is going to be behind everybody.
Okay. What is the marching order here?
Zaan is
I can
behind
be up
everybody.
front.
Yeah, I was about to say I'll be up front. I assume with Clement as he's leading.
I have dark vision, so I will be behind, riding Scorponok.
I'll be behind Scorponok.
I'll be behind Brick.
Okay. So, is there anything that you all would like to do as you're bebopping along?
Grumble.
Be
Grumble,
behind.
grumble, grumble.
Okay. You all travel for what seems like a couple of hours.
Wait, how long?
Three hours.
Okay, Scorponok is still up.
Okay. So you're all going along. The tunnels wind a little bit. Not like a hard turn, but you can definitely feel that you've kind of shifted your direction slightly. Sometimes you're able to see the walls on either side, and sometimes it opens up to where you can't see, even with Zaan's light, you can't see the walls on either side of you. The ceiling does much the same, where every now and then you'll see a pointed bit of a stalagmite coming over your head, and you have to kind of like just scooch out of the way. Nothing too small or claustrophobic, but eventually, as you're moving along in the darkness, Clement seems perfectly at ease, very relaxed, just moseying on along. And then he suddenly stops. And he kind of puts a hand out to about Brick's thigh height.
Just dink. I stop.
He's peering into the gloom, and he's kind of slowly looking to the left and to the right, and he goes, troublesome. Very troublesome.
What you
Good
mean
share.
up there?
Well, if I think it is what I think it is, and as he's talking, you all notice, you can see your breath in the air. It has gotten significantly colder. Does anyone have a torch?
Let me find out.
Yeah, Brick does. He'll take it out of his bag and light it.
Throw it quick, throw it. So you light it, throw the torch, spirals through the air, and as it gets closer to the ground off in the distance, you see that there is brown fluffiness on the ground.
You.
It seems to swarm towards the torch and smothers it. You feel the temperature getting even colder.
Oh, dadgum you.
I know what this is.
I know exactly what this is.
I have no idea what this is.
You know what this is out of character.
Yes. That's why I'm saying dadgum you out of character.
Clement
That's
begins
new.
to take a few steps further back. Kind of looks at the rest behind and... Now would be a good time to let me know what your tricks might be.
Lots of them.
Mm-hmm.
What are we
Mostly
going up
evocation,
against?
abjuration.
That, I believe, is brown mold.
And how do you handle that typically?
Not with
You-
fire.
Oh, so you don't stir fry it. Okay.
Any other elements that could benefit from getting rid of it?
Oddly enough, it does not like the cold.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, neither do
isn't
I.
isn't that something?
I was gonna say, I think both Zaan and I are capable of sending some more cold energy towards it.
As am I.
Excellent. Well,
Oh, yeah.
you two are up.
Ah,
He kind of like
and then Brick.
beckons for the two of you to come to the front of the party.
Rick will join
Mine's
as well.
Scorponok.
Zana.
What was that, Pez? Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was just saying mine's Scorponok because he's Forge.
Zaan is going to stroll up there slowly. And what do I need to do?
Well, it doesn't like cold, so I don't know how far this goes. Can't see that far. Gonna have to blast our way through and run.
Well,
Okay.
it's like, so how... Oops, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna just say, I have the ability to shoot a decent sized orb, and I have the ability to choose what magical effect. So I can do cold, and I can shoot it a pretty far distance, roughly 90 feet. But where do you want us to focus?
Well, let me see.
Rick is just going to ready a chromatic orb for anything that the other two miss.
Well, the long and short of it, gonna have to blast the ground with anything cold that we have to kill it instantly, and we just have to run and hope we do not freeze to death along the way.
I do not freeze. I broke a scene. And I will not howl before mold. And you're just gonna see Zaan just brandish his fucking sword angrily and stab the fucking ground as his icicles just start fucking swirling around it. As you guys have seen countless times before.
Mm-hmm.
As he uses his relentless winter.
He can cause the blizzard around us. Cat, quit it! Get off my keyboard!
You guys glad that I made my character frostbase?
Yep. Time to shine, buddy.
Actually, how big is this now that I think about it?
Aren't you guys glad that Kirsten rolled a 16 first?
It's a 15-foot circle of, like, so I guess it's a 30-foot circle, because it's 15 feet both sides of me and in front of me. It's a circle around me.
Okay.
And it does last for 10 minutes.
Okay, so you've already cast this and it's just swirling around?
Yes, and I am not standing still. I am walking.
Oh, okay. Well, to the front. Quick march.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot chromatic orb as well to where that torch was.
Okay. And you have night vision, correct? Or dark vision?
Yep, I have superior dark vision.
Okay, are you casting it within the range of your dark vision, or are you doing the full 90?
Wherever he threw the torch. So
Right,
where
and
we
you're
saw
doing
them
your dark.
swarm
Got
in.
it.
Yeah.
So as Zaan starts walking forward, you shoot the chromatic orb a little bit further than what his sphere of influence reached, and you see that where your orb hit, about a 5 to 10 foot space just withers and becomes smooth stone again.
Okay.
And as you're watching with Zaan moving forward, as he is entering that space, he's just making a hole through it.
Okay.
And thankfully, because of that particular spell, it keeps you out of reach of the mold's cold damage. So you're all, I'm assuming, keeping up with Zaan pretty quickly.
Yeah. Nice and close.
Okay. So, you all bebop along, ever more. Maybe a little bit more paranoid, seeing Clement a little bit kind of nervously looking around and just head on a swivel. Eventually, it seems like the mold stops.
How
So
long
maybe
was that?
It's a good couple hundred feet.
No, time-wise. Sorry.
Oh, you weren't walking quickly. It's maybe 4 or 5 minutes.
So Blizzard still. I just didn't know if I needed to cast it again.
No. You had plenty of time to get through it with that, but it was more the idea of making sure you were all close together, that no one got left behind, nothing snuck up on you. So you eventually make it through and probably keep it up for the rest of the duration just to feel safe. You all...
Oh, he probably would anyways.
Yeah. That's what I was meaning to assume there. So, you make it through that little stretch, and you see Clemens turn around and kind of look back. He walks out of the blue of your spell, seems to be looking around at the walls, crosses back around, looks at the walls over there, comes back, kind of rubs his nose a little bit and goes, well, that was a close one. I didn't have anything prepared for that. We'd have had to, wait.
We waited, would have just moved on?
No, would have had to have waited until I could have prepared spells to handle it.
I mean, what was so wrong with a carnivorous salad?
It would turn you into an icicle, and you would die.
That's fair enough. I'm already cold already.
I'm actually curious how that would work, but we'll talk about that later.
So, onwards and forwards then. Yes?
Onward.
Everyone have everything
Onward.
attached? Nothing lost? Nothing dropped?
9.
All good.
Excellent! Moving on! He begins leading the pack again. You all travel for the rest of the day. Or what you assume is a day. There's really not much else terribly interesting as you travel further and further along. But as you reach the end of your second day, Clemens finally stops and seems to be breathing a little bit heavily because he did kind of stay up for quite a while. And he's like, okay, this is probably a good time to take a nap. Yes? Objections? No? Great. Nap time. And he waddles over to one of the walls, kind of finds a little nook that he can sort of wedge himself into, and before there's really any more to be said, he's out.
You see, a kobold of style.
Well, as comfortable as that looks, I'm gonna go ahead and get out our campsite. And she's gonna grab the backpack and find a nice spot to set it up.
Okay. You've done it 1,100,000 times at this point. You open up the flap, everything comes flying out of it, and oddly enough, it pops out in perfect condition. The tents fly out, the chairs get set, the tent poles get slammed into the ground, the fire pit lights up. Everything's as normal as it ever has been. As soon as the fire erupts into flame, you hear a little grumbling and a kind of a, and Clemens sort of like rolls over and puts his back to the flame.
I'm glad I have my hat again. So, who's taking first watch?
I will.
I will.
I'll take last. Good night.
Zaan's gonna take second.
It is known.
Ma'am.
Kasumi is gonna selfishly sleep all night. she's gonna sleep.
So without really saying anything else to the rest of you, Kasumi just crawls into a tent, just goes to sleep. So for those of you taking first watch, is there anything you would like to do? discuss or anything?
Warm up by the fire. You okay,
Vanera.
Brick? Hmm?
What'd you say?
I asked if you were okay.
Thinking.
Well, don't think too hard.
Vanera,
Yes.
are there others like you?
What do you mean by like me?
Like, other...
Oh,
Like,
me. Like
yes.
me.
DM, are there others like me?
So far as you are aware, no.
Nope. Not that I know of. Why?
Lemon gave me hope that maybe I was not the only one of my kind after all. But I talked to him, and I believe he was mistaken on my origin.
Well, it's not necessarily a bad thing, is it?
I find myself sometimes... I cannot put a word to the feeling. I look at others and I see what they have, and I want that too.
You mean with other beings like you?
Well, as far as I could tell, every other race has people like them, people who understand what they go through because they have gone through it as well. I was curious if you two were alone.
Well, maybe as a race, but I'm not alone. I have you and Kaz and Kasumi and Zaan and the merchant and the gods.
You do not wish for others to understand the trials of your own personhood?
No. No, I don't think it's necessary. Because I don't know that there will ever be another. And if there is, then I hope to leave them with information that will help them get through. But who knows?
I hope there will be another one of me, and I can help them.
That'll be nice.
Rick's just gonna go back to staring into the fire.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to sprechen of? So, your watch has gone on pretty uneventfully. Eventually, both of you begin to feel the tiredness of the day seep into your bones just from walking for as long as you did. You felt like you made some pretty good time, but it's really difficult to tell. So eventually, you decide that it's my turn to go to sleep. You go. Who was taking second watch again? Was it Zaan?
It was I. Me.
So you go, you wake up Zaan. The two of you, well, Vanera, I'm assuming, would crawl into a tent, and Brick Are you going into a tent, or are you just gonna?
He's gonna sit by the fire and he looks like he's still staring into the flame, but just.
Okay. Zaan, is there anything you wish to do during your watch?
I guess I would say meditate. I'm not sure if Zaan would meditate, but contemplate current happenings, recent happenings. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So, just for kind of brevity's sake and to kind of try to keep things moving along just a little bit here, you sit around for your watch and you kind of think of the incredible amount of unfortunate events that just happened with Kasumi. You maybe feel a little bit of a rift. Maybe she'll get over it. Maybe she won't. You're not really sure. And soon enough, you kind of feel like, okay, all right, I'm ready to go back to bed. So you go and you wake up Pez for third watch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is your time. Good night.
Okay.
So
What do
Pez,
my cobalt eyes see?
your kobold eyes see pretty well in the gloom, especially if you put your back to the fire and you really kind of look straight ahead. The tunnel just keeps on going, and even with your eyes, it quickly turns into pure blackness again. You're up for a while and you listen. There's faint snoring or heavy breathing from some of your companions. Brick is just Brick. Yep. Silent, stoic, no breathing, no sound. At one point in the night, you swear you hear something on the ceiling fall and kind of tink off his head, but there's no reaction and no further sounds. Your night goes pretty uneventfully. And after a point, you start to get a little restless, and you're kind of like, I'm ready to go. I want to get up and start moving. Make a perception check for me real quick.
8.
8?
Yeah.
You're not really sure when or for how long, but at some point you feel a presence, and you look over and Clement is sitting beside you.
What the fuck did you want?
What?
Where?
What?
Freaking tall ass freak.
Short shit.
I like you.
I was drinking.
Sucks to suck.
What? How? Where did you come from?
He points over where he was just sleeping.
I know that, you smart ass. Like me, I was adopted on a farm, raised by dinosaurs.
Me too, but not a farm and not dinosaurs.
We're exactly the same, but not really.
Do tell, please. I am riveted by your stupidity.
We're great at making friends, guys. Yeah!
That'd be the title of the episode.
What?
Riveted by your stupidity.
What by the stupidity?
Riveted.
Riveted.
Yes, Brian, hello. Are you riveted by stupidity too?
I will take that into account. He kind of looks at you for a second.
You know, I'm not sure that I do. I do not like your tone after I have helped thus far.
Well, I mean, you could have at least said something instead of just popping out of nowhere and scaling my scare my tail off.
It's not
I mean,
my
even
fault you weren't
Hamburger
paying
over here.
attention.
And, I thought I saw a bug. I'll admit, I am kind of hungry.
I'm not
Haven't had a
stopping
good
you
bug
from
in a
going
while.
and chasing it and eating it. By all means, there's plenty.
Well,
Pez is angry.
I am a little bit hangry. Hamburger, how about this? How about you go get the bugs, and I will continue to question our new companion friend here.
Hamburger kind of looks between you and Clement, and just judging, he's kind of going off of your reaction to him, and you hear a as he kind of like locking eyes with Clement, and then goes off to hunt a little bit.
So,
So,
where did you come from? Where you going? Where did you come from? Come on. You have cotton in your eyes.
I will
No
put you
joke, I
into a wall and forget about you.
I'm just curious. It's
You
let's
didn't
be-
even give me a chance to answer yet.
Look, I'm.
What,
I'm
are you in a
nervous.
rush to go somewhere?
No, I'm not. I'm just wondering where other kobolds are.
Where you come from? Where you go?
Well,
Not Joe.
there's some roaming around in the tunnels around here. Very small clan. I came from Harpermere, where my
Harpermere.
master adopted me as an egg, raised me up.
Because, like, as you know, as I told you, I am also adopted into a dragonborn family, so I have a bit of pride. So, apologies if that kind of came off as pompous and snooty. As you can tell by my accent, I am very well learned. But I'm just curious where other kobolds usually congregate or come from, because I'm pretty sure Ma didn't poop me out.
Pretty sure most of our kind are probably going to be in the Orklands.
Okay.
I mean, everyone's scattered here, there, all over the place. But I would say probably most of them are in the Orklands. It's where we started, anyway. And judging by your accent, it sounds like you came from ye old western town.
Yep.
Very easy to suspect that you were maybe taken from the Orklands and traded illegally. Or maybe your clan was raiding and your mother kind of just where she was and had to run.
Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate that I'll probably never meet my clan, but
Kind of reaches out and pats you on the back.
Well, me neither.
They're
you're
so
so strong.
cousins.
Anyway, Hamburger, come back with breakfast. He's
You know-
probably dead.
Shit just got dark.
You don't hear him call back, but after a moment of quiet listening, you hear like rapid skittering, just like.
Oh, so like a breed jingle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ching, 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 ching.
And eventually, Hamburger does come back, and he's got just like a small little beetle.
I mean, that's not enough to share, but I mean, if you're hungry,
No, you go ahead.
all right. What do you eat in here? Eat rocks?
Bugs,
say rocks.
lizards, mushrooms. Kind of depends on what I
Wait,
find.
hold on. You eat lizards?
Yeah, the little ones.
What kind? Like, are they the ones that do the push-ups with the dewlap?
No, more salamander.
Okay, because those, they're a little bit crunchy. I haven't had a salamander yet. I wonder if they're a little bit more juicy and less crunchy.
Squishy, waterlogged. Usually find them in ponds.
Okay, I may have to try some.
Yeah,
Cause
we should be passing by an underground lake here soon. Might find something there.
Alright. I haven't had a good lizard in a while.
Well, I'll keep my eyes out. Speaking of, we want to wake them up so we can go.
Oh yeah, see, okay, I have this unique way of waking them up,
And I reach for my shotgun.
Really loud.
And heck it, I'm gonna fire one off.
You see, as you take out the shotgun, Brick just puts his hand. He's been awake the whole time.
Zaan's been behind the rock. He wasn't awake the whole time. You woke him up. Bobby.
So yeah.
kablamo.
Okay, you fire off a shot, and the rest of you hear this explosion.
Veneer screams.
Oh, hi, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kasumi's just gonna kind of rush out of the tent, like frazzled, look around really quick and see that nothing's happening.
You just see Brick and Clement with their fingers in their ears, and Pez.
You should have seen it. It was huge. It ran off that way. There's a couple of buckshot in it, but I scared it off.
Was that necessary?
No, it was not.
I'm going to remember this.
I am okay. That was close.
Kasumi will remember this.
That is a dope.
Okay. So you were all awake. You're ready to set out again?
Let's do it.
Veneer's gonna pack angrily.
Okay. I need another roll.
I do it.
Well, okay.
Okay, you do it.
Yes.
What is it, a D20?
D20.
Wait, where's mine next?
12.
Oh yeah, you should have rolled. I got a 6.
Oh, my heating pad is so hot.
Well, gee. Who would have thunk? Okay, so you all wake up. The campsite is once again pulled back into the bag. And you travel along for a while. Is there anything you want to ask Clem, talk to him about? Anything you want to discuss amongst yourselves as you're walking?
It's Clementine.
Venera has a heart attack.
Salamander watch 2K, I mean 1414.
Salamander watch.
I want those big juicy lizards.
So there. So is nothing you're gonna... Okay.
Nope.
So you all continue on your way for a good couple hours. It's starting to feel like you're back underneath Drybell, where you know you're awake and you know that you're moving along, but it's just... It sucks being underground for so long and only having Zaan as a light bulb. Nothing against Zaan, but if that's your only light, after a couple days, it just starts to wear on you a little bit.
Well, fine. Turns off the light.
I
You know-
thrive in darkness.
Traveling under the mountain is real boring. I wonder if there's anything we can do about that. And Brick just slowly looks at Kasumi.
What?
The startled look of her cat is great.
Maybe we should
Mother help.
maybe we should have a drink.
No.
Oh, come on. We have a new friend here. We must let him enjoy the fun.
I wouldn't say
No.
no to a drink. It's been a while since I've had any sort of liquor.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
come
liquor.
on.
It's better.
Let him drink the good stuff, if you know what I
Vanilla?
mean.
Do you hear what they're trying to do?
Yes.
And your
I mean, I
opinion on
am
this
offering to lead you through the tunnel for free. So,
It would be funny.
But I cannot be held responsible if something happened.
Oh, really?
You said you would be.
Couldn't be held responsible.
I can
for some
hold
things that
my
happen.
liquor.
Again, this is not liquor.
You said it was
No. I
better
really
than
wanna
liquor,
see this
which means it's
happen.
really good liquor.
No.
I'll give you platinum.
To me?
No, I mean, do you want a platinum?
I'm not gonna say no.
Okay, you go.
Ooh. It's the first
Don't
tip I've
we-
gotten in ages.
Why don't we wait till we get out of the
I'm
tunnel?
gonna roll. Okay. Very reluctantly and with like a big huff, she pulls it out of her bag. She hands it to Brick, and then turns into fox form and trots away about 20 feet ahead of the group. And
Brick
just
watches.
flops her butt down.
Brick watches her do that and turns to Clem and goes, "To be fair, that's probably a good idea. You might want to back up just in case."
Oh, well, I thought I was gonna drink it, but okay. And he kind of
I
follows after
I'll
the
go
fox
first. I'll go first to just let you know what you're getting into, and I'll take a swig.
Okay. Roll a d100.
All right, let's
Disintegrating
do
acid.
this.
How many episodes are we gonna have titled "We are done with the jug"?
until we
Not
realize
enough.
we're never done with the jug.
Oh, I could roll my D100.
Oh, 16.
It's very low.
Yeah, that could either be really, really good or really, really
Uh-oh.
bad.
I need you to roll a 1d4, please.
Okay,
How many of them spawn from you?
3.
3. This is an odd sensation. It's sort of similar to when you were tasting something new. And it feels strange until you start to speak again. You can only speak in rhyme for 3 hours.
Of course you would get that one.
I don't think it worked. Though I do feel kind of irked. Wait, why am I talking like this? Kasumi,
Those aren't rhymes.
hold on, I'm not done yet. Kasumi. I actually can't think of a rhyme for this.
Are you going to sue me?
I need to take a piss.
Kasumi,
Take a look at this.
help me
I
with
don't-
this.
You can't rhyme
Help me
this with this.
Yes, you can. It's just poor.
You're speaking to her. She's in fox form 20 feet away, like away from you, with her butt plopped on the floor, and she just kind of head tilts, like shrugs. You see the fox shrug.
I just turn to Klemontine and go, "Beware ye who drink." You
His
could
name
wind
is
up...
not Clementine.
Sorry. Veneer got me doing it. I turn to Clement. Beware ye who drink. You might wind up in a stink.
He sort of looks confused and takes it from you. And he kind of looks at the fox.
I'm gonna do like the hiccup thing where he's in the bushes going, yeah.
You can take a drink, but we don't
Roll
know
a
the outcome
persuasion
of.
check at disadvantage.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you quit?
That's a 20.
20?
Heck.
That was a natural 20.
Oh, God.
And that was a 10. So what's Brick's charisma? It is persuasion. 0. So 10.
He sort of looks at you in the way that you're acting and looks at the fox, who's just angry, and goes, "Thunk." Maybe another time.
I'll do it.
God damn it.
Turns and hands it to Pez.
I'm really disappointed, but that's fair because that's where her point is.
Yeah. Pop
Okay.
it off and
Glug.
Okay.
I shall roll my D100.
Be careful.
for
It's
it.
heavy. Be careful. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Don't break the table.
No, I will break the table. I need to get
Good
the
luck,
table
my friend. I
prepared.
hope you don't wind up in a bend.
Jesus Christ.
Every time.
That is a 4.
4.
That's not a rhyme.
That wasn't in character. Shut up.
I need you to roll a d4.
Oh, heck. What is happening to Pez?
Pez is a Pez of different colors.
2. You all watch Pez kind of smack his lips a little bit, and then he begins to kind of gag a little and starts to gasp. His tannish orange-brown scales begin to turn green. Pez,
this
you
is what I
can't
got last
breathe.
Oh no!
You're slowly beginning to suffocate. You cannot catch your breath. You go down to one knee, and you all see that he is trying desperately, clutching at his throat. He's having a very, very, very bad time.
Do we
Dispel
see
magic.
gills?
His frills are down. You see nothing.
Dispel magic.
Okay.
On Pez.
Roll a d20 and add your arcana. Or make an arcana check, I should say. Sorry.
9.
9. You go to cast Dispel Magic, and Pez is still gasping.
I look at our new druid friend. Do you have any water to make? Otherwise, our friend might suffocate.
Sorry, but that was good.
Well, now I really don't want to drink out of this, but
He's kind of panicking a little bit. He kind of walks up to Pez and places his hand on him and casts Lesser Restoration, and your scales quickly fade back to their normal color, and you just breathe in a lungful of sweet, fresh, damp, stale cave air. And you just flop onto your back and are just wheezing.
That was a good one. Why is it spicy?
He's just gonna take it, cork it, bring it back to the fox, plant it in front of her, and say, "No."
She's gonna transform back into human form. Pick it up. Are we done with the jug now?
I saw stars.
You can shout hooray, for we are done for today.
Oh my god. She's gonna put it back in her bag.
Well, on the bright
Note to
side,
self, roll a 16 and roll a 4.
3.
3, sorry.
note to self. I now only want to kill one person.
well, not that this hasn't been fun. I'm gonna go this way.
Zaan's just gonna follow him. He's not gonna say a damn thing.
Okay.
He's trucking.
Cause
Come on,
Tim's
Rick.
gonna check on Pez. Are you okay?
Air is amazing. I love air. Oxygen is a lifeblood. I'm a plant. I'm going to photosynthesize.
Yeah.
I look at Clement and go, don't sweat her. This usually goes much better.
I don't know that I believe you.
We have no idea what this jug can do. But now we know we can basically kill you.
Oh, did you drink some of the ramen potion too?
No.
That was pretty good. More rhyming, you should.
How about you stop?
Kasumi, I'm real sorry that you're having to deal with our bullshittery. Would you like to hold Hamburger for the day? He's really common. His purrs are like razor blades on a chalkboard.
Is anyone else expecting a poem?
Zaan is trying to just, like, not urge Brick to talk more now that he knows it's annoying Kasumi, but he kind of is gonna... So hey, Brick, so how are you doing today? Is everything going quite well?
Hold on, I gotta think of a rhyme for a word. Sometimes it takes me a minute. I'm having trouble thinking of a rhyme for bored.
Bored.
Well, until now I was quite bored, but all this joy is quite a hoard. It was the best I had.
I'm gonna give you a disadvantage on your next skill check for that trash.
I know Kasumi would probably love to hear more about how delicious that drink was. While we continue to walk down this hallway.
Can I have Hamburger? She's like outstretches her hand, and she just grabs him, wraps him up in like the kimono sleeve, and she head pat.
I don't know.
At first, she seems almost betrayed that he was given away, but then the head pats happen, and he kind of like...
I don't know if I would call it delicious, but that jug can sometimes be quite vicious.
I take back the disadvantage. That was pretty good.
This is fun.
So you all travel for quite a ways, and it's hard to keep track of time.
Oh, don't you mean we traveled
So
quite a ways?
you
It was
don't
many
know
days.
if Brick is going to stop his rhyme.
I need all of you to stop.
Oh, man.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
I will say after the 3 hour.
What?
I will say after the 3 hour mark, Brick just says, "I'm getting really tired of rhyming." Oh, thank goodness.
Serendipitous timing.
That was so good.
It's Klemontime! Pew, 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 pew.
Writing that down.
Pew pews have to be added to the title.
Asterisk, pew,
Pew, pew.
dash, pew, asterisk. Okay, so you all continue on for a fair amount of time. And after a moment, the ground beneath your feet changes a little bit. Where it was nice and hard, your footsteps are suddenly kind of crunching, and it feels gravelly. And a cat appears. Clemen pauses a moment and looks out over the side and goes, "Anyone have a way to cast some light that way? That way."
Mm-hmm.
Like you said.
Oh God.
Please, if you would.
How much light?
Oh, however much you feel like, just as far as you can.
I mean, Vanera, go right ahead.
Daylight! Devil!
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna quickly like throw my hat to Clement and then just like hood myself.
So you cast daylight.
60 feet of daylight down the hallway.
So, Pej, you throw your hat at Clemen, and it hits him, and he kind of like fumbles with it, and it's like, "What? Ah!" And he falls down and just starts rolling on the gravel, hands on his eyes, he is screaming and like just sounds like he's in terrible, terrible pain. The rest of you see a fantastic view to your right. It is a gorgeous, glittering, like clear, probably some of the clearest water you've ever seen, and it is a massive underground lake with stalagmites hanging from the ceiling. There's some coming up out of the water, and it just goes on to where even the daylight spell doesn't reach. And as you hear him screaming, you hear a few seconds later another scream bouncing back that sounds oddly distorted Clement scream as it echoes back towards you.
You just see a little flash from Brick's eyes, and he's like, click! And then a little paper comes out of his mouth.
Thanks, I hate it.
Go to the scat books.
He's gonna stand over Clement and kind of give him some shade.
That's why I gave you the hat.
As I say through my frills that are over my face.
Is there any large rock that we can see now? Since, you know, the room has now become...
Well, what you do see, actually, well, fuck, I've already said it. Okay, with the daylight spell being cast, a little bit off to the side in the direction you're all heading this way. The massive lake is to your right. To your left, you see that there's a little notch in the wall, like a little alcove, almost.
Right, would you like to help Clement up and heads this way?
Yeah, I'll just pick Clement up, put the hat on his head.
Okay, the hat, does it need attunement?
Yes, it does. But Pez doesn't know that.
Okay.
He just thought it was a cool hat.
So you try to plop the hat on his head, but the horns make it a little difficult. And he's still kind of squirming, and it's just kind of like hands on his eyes, just like, ah! So you head over to the little alcove?
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay. So you head over to the alcove and you look within it, and you see that there's a body in armor slumped against the wall.
Like dead body or like...
It doesn't seem to be moving.
I'm gonna go rummage.
Okay. So Vanera hears this, and does your daylight spell go with you, or does it stay behind?
It is 60 feet by 60 feet. You choose a point on an object.
Okay.
Or choose a point on an object you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried.
That is one shiny stalactite.
Yeah, we can go with if you just want to put it on something on the ceiling.
Yeah,
Okay.
way up high.
Way high up in the sky. So you leave your daylight spell there, and you go and you join the others to investigate the body. Is anyone else going to check it as well, or what are the rest of you doing?
Cover. Watch as the body is rummaged.
Yeah, I'm eye out.
Kasumi, are you casting any like detect magic or anything? Okay, I'll go ahead and
Well, I will say that Vanera said that she was going to rummage.
yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, I only have identify, not detect. Never mind. I'll wait till she sifts out the items, and then I'll cast identify on anything that looks magic-y.
Okay. So you go in and you inspect the body. Make an investigation check.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you get closer and you go and you start investigating it, you see that the armor is pretty nicely made. You go to touch it to try to get it off. I need everyone to make a Constitution save.
Heck!
Ooh, that was a really good roll. What's my constitution?
It's
+4? Yay. Is this
Oh, thank God.
Okay, this is an 18.
Nice, Icky. High five. Oh yeah.
25.
Okay. Brick was 25.
19.
19.
19.
23.
23.
12.
12.
Uh-oh.
So, Kasumi, as Vanira touches this, the rest of you as well, you feel a chill very quickly sweep over you. But Kasumi, you suddenly feel damp, yet completely dry at the same time. Someone had picked up Clem, right?
Right.
You start to feel him shivering a little.
He's writing things. He's writing things!
I am. Speaking of, I forgot to advance the days. Oop, no.
I also forgot to roll for Hamburger. He rolled a 10 for con save.
Okay. Hamburger also begins to shiver for a second, but then he kind of does that thing that birds do where they really like floof up their feathers, and then he seems okay.
That was it.
What's
Magic
that?
touch.
No, I don't think I can do this with daylight still coming. Daylight just lasts for an hour. It doesn't take concentration. So, Can I cast Detect Evil and Good?
Yeah, you cast a spell, and let me actually check something real quick.
It's an at-will
Hamburger is
thing for me.
just-
Yeah.
Is Hamburger still the black hole of death?
Veneer just senses a void. Come on, D&D Beyond. Okay.
D&D Beyond.
You cast the spell, and you did sense something with it once before, so you do know what to expect, but you don't sense anything right now.
And Kasumi's still shivering.
Mm-hmm.
As
You
is Clement.
feel like you just jumped into that underground lake, but you are completely dry.
And
She's
Clement's
got
doing the
kind of-
same.
Clemens is kind of shuddering, but it's hard to tell if it's from the pain of the daylight spell or whatever just swept over all of you.
Kasumi just kind of tucks her hands like in her arms and is walking.
Can Zaan put two and two together and figure this is coming from the armor?
Make an Arcana check.
That's a very good question. Can I? No, I
Fantastic.
sure cannot.
Can I cast Dispel Magic on the armor?
Yes, you can certainly try.
Would like to try.
You are welcome to try.
What do I need to roll?
Oh, sorry. Arcana check, please. Well, depends. What level are you casting it at?
3rd level.
3rd level? Let me check on that real quick. It's been a minute since I've looked at that spell. Wait. You said 3rd level?
Mm-hmm.
I clicked on the right person. Or can I just not math?
Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
Oh yeah, I just can't math.
Okay.
Let's see.
I guess I could cast it as
Okay.
4th level, but
Yeah, so roll a d20 and add 3 to it.
12.
12. You cast a spell, and you're not entirely sure if it worked or not.
Well, I look back at Kasumi and Lemon.
They're still shivering.
Can I try again?
Sure.
Rick is gonna put Clement down, and it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take 11 minutes, but he's gonna go ahead and start casting Identify on the armor.
God damn it. Is it 9?
A 9. You try to cast Dispel Magic on the armor again, and there's a little bit of a shimmer, but you don't get the sense that it was successful.
And Kasumi, you're not taking any damage, right?
As far as I know.
Okay.
Just really cold.
Okay.
So you're going to
yeah,
cast
he's gonna,
Identify?
Yeah, he's going to take the 10, 11 minutes that it's going to take.
Okay. As Brick begins this process, are the rest of you going to do anything?
What a big rock that I can pick up.
Pretty easy to find.
Cast light on the big rock and throw it into the water.
Okay, so
Why are we disturbing the water?
you cast
Yeah, did we
light
not watch Lord of the Rings?
on the rock,
Real.
and you threw it into the water that is lit up by a daylight spell.
Hindsight's 2020.
He's just that bored. So, as Zaan is chucking rocks into what was once perfectly smooth, perfectly clear water, there's a little bit of a poof as it disturbs some of the sediment, and the ripples fade off into the distance. Brick, you eventually cast Identify on the armor, and there is no name to it, but you get the sense that its purpose is to nullify.
Nullify?
Nullify.
Okay, I relay this to the group.
Would I know what this type of magic does?
Yeah, did I get a School of Magic? Did I get that? Do I get that with
Uh,
Identify? Hold on.
you do. Let me check on that, because I'm still always a little confused about it at some points.
Yeah, I learn properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges, if any. I learn any spells affecting the item and what they are. If it was created by a spell, I learn what spell created it. So I don't know what School of Magic it is. I just know, like, specific stuff.
Okay, so you do not know the school.
Okay.
Okay. Vanera, since you did not cast the Identify spell, you're not familiar with this type of magic. You only know so much as what Brick has told you so far.
Okay.
That it just seems to nullify.
But it's coming from the armor.
Whatever that blast was, yes.
And did we find any? We only touched the armor. You didn't get to searching the rest of the body, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Can I cast Remove Curse?
Sure, you can certainly try.
It's a touch, so.
Okay. So you see Vanera reach out. She makes the motions, touches the armor, and you see there was once a bit of a... you didn't see it before, but as she touches it and casts a spell, there's a ripple around the armor. And you get a sense that whatever was there is gone. However, Kasumi, you and Clemens are still shuddering.
I'm gonna go up to Kasumi and
Hey, you need some warmth? I may not offer that much, but, I mean, you can't go wrong with a little bit of a warm hug from a stick.
she's shivering and she just like nods, but she is gonna transform back into fox form and just on her haunch she just like sticks her front paws up.
Oh.
I will pick up the fox and swaddle.
Oh.
So
Zaan's just gonna stand there, covered in fur armor. Just gonna point that part out.
Well,
And go
gee, it
help
sounds to me
Clement.
like you should have offered.
Piss off, though.
And go help Clement.
So I do see that that identify also says if you touch a creature through the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. So if no one else says any it is, I'm gonna start casting identify on Clement.
Okay. You relay to him what you're doing, and he kind of nods, and you see he's finally pulled his hands away from his eyes, and he's like slowly squinting them open. It's still pretty bright for him. He's like,
Yeah, whatever you did, it doesn't feel right. But go for it.
I'm gonna go through the armor now.
you go through the body that's there. The armor comes off. It's fairly standard looking half plate. If he had any weapons, they're no longer on his person. But as you pull the armor off, you see underneath there seems to have been a stab wound up underneath the armor that he was wearing, and he's very much dead.
Human?
I don't find anything in his pockets. There's no note or anything. Nothing identifying him. Like,
It looks like he might have been looted some time ago. His pockets are turned out. He's not wearing any jewelry.
is Clement conscious?
Clement is conscious.
Have you been this way before?
Of course, multiple times.
What's down this way?
Down that way is the Nightly Kingdoms, and the way we're coming is the west.
Yeah, but this lake. What's in the lake?
Oh, I don't know. I don't go out there. There's nasty things. Could be basilisk. Could be more elementals.
But if you knew which way the lake was, why did you need light down here?
I wanted you all to see it.
So you've never been down this way?
I have. I just don't go into the water.
Right. Has this been here long?
He kind of is like squinting over at it, and it's sort of a blur to him.
I don't know who he is.
Just wondering how long he's been here is all.
I would go check, but your friend is doing something to me.
Trying to make sure you're okay.
Oh, that's nice of you.
So you take the time to finish casting the identify spell, and you get a better sense of what it was. And you relay to Kasumi and Clement that their magic has been nullified for about 3 days.
Ooh.
And are not able to cast spells of any kind. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
God damn it!
I hate this cave.
It's been hell for you this entire
Truly in the
session.
PTSD from this damn cave.
I hate it.
And the sad part is that none of it has been her fault.
Nope.
Oh yeah. That makes me so much better about it. Man, I can't wait to meet the first person that pisses Zaan off when he gets out of this cave. Because Zaan's going back to fucking jail.
So, thank you all so much for joining in this minor clusterfuck of an adventure.
Clement
No.
Clement fuck.
Clement fuck.
That,
Clementine.
Nah.
Who knows if we'll change the Clementine of our party before it's over.
Thanks, I hate it.
I love it.
So,
Suck it up, Buttercup.
with that being said, we will be back in 2 weeks for D&D. We should theoretically have Pez plays next Monday, or, barring any complications, someday throughout the week. No idea where we're going to play, but it should probably be fun. Next week, we'll also have Whiskey Wednesdays. So if you have any topics you would like to discuss, please join our Discord. We have a section there where you can suggest topics for us to discuss and mull over. But anyone else have anything that they want to chat about?
Nope. I did want to. Oh,
No, go ahead.
sorry, I think we're about to do something very similar. I did want to shout out my friend Sam. You might have. I don't know. I didn't see the artwork much. I wasn't looking at the Twitch stream much, but you might see his artwork of Brick cycle through the artwork today. If you want to get some awesome art from him as well, you can find him on Instagram. Ian, do you have that written down? Because I cannot find where I wrote it down.
You link it to me.
Yes,
Yeah,
I did link it to
I think
you.
it's
Thank you.
somewhere.
If you want to find him, he's on Instagram at sam.man.2332. So go check out some of his work. He's a great artist, and I love Brick's artwork. So thank you, Sam.
We actually know what Brick looks like now.
Yeah.
And mine was actually identical. Snow, we've just finished art of Zaan that looks pretty epic, if I do say so myself as well.
It was the intro slide for tonight's episode, and I'm kind of tempted to leave it as that because it's fucking awesome looking.
Oh yes, but next time we'll see it in high resolution.
So, again, we will be back in 2 weeks. This will be up on podcast form next Friday. So if you've missed any of the sessions so far, stop trying to spawn hamburger when it's not your stream, sir. So, have a great weekend. Be safe. See you guys soon.
Eat
Good
your
night,
moss.
everybody.
Come on.
Will you?